and turn down this very bleak ocean docks palaver that we've got in the background. So welcome everyone, we're at session 2 of a campaign yet to be titled. I've been calling it Tears in the Deep as a call out to Rutger Hauer's Tears in the Rain from Blade Runner, but there's not too much deep stuff right now. You're cruising around the woods at level 1. If I was to replay last week, now I think what you can see on screen, the most of the operations here is occurring in this bay south of the Grand Duchy of Xanathos, the capital city. You can see I'll shift ping you in here, Xanathia, which is a large-ish city, or large town, small city, to the north, outside of the bay. You can see at a high level there's this sort of delta, swampland, coming from the northeast. Again, just ping that so you can see it on the map. And if I move us across a little, I've got a smaller scale of this. So within this bay, shift to ping us to the zoomed in area. We picked up the game with the party. Well, I guess you encountered one another. Some were travelling from a small fishing village. You can see down to the south here is this tiny little red dot on the beach. Felwyn, what's that town's name? Does it have one? I was letting you guys run with it to build, collectively world build. I can't remember. A little gnomish village from memory. But where it was it was Morwen and Cortan.
Me.
Oh yeah, Elric. That's just remind us. Is it Elric or Elric?
It was Alaric.
Alaric. Okay, so neither of those two. All right. Okay. I think I keep going to the Michael Moorcock novels. Excellent novels from the 70s, I think.
Oh yeah.
Worth a read, or at least a try out. There's a lot of them. A lot of D&D inspiration from those. Okay, Elric. Yeah, so Elric, the Furbolg druid, and Morwen, the sea elf ranger, I believe.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I've been doing so much homework. It's great. You had been you'd set off, and your friend had gone. Felwyn had gone on a little bit earlier, a couple of days before, I think, and you rescued some people from a shipwreck, a Minotaur and Cortan, I believe.
He's half elf.
Half elf, yeah. So Gungo the Minotaur was sort of washed up on the beach and regained consciousness, looked around and saw his buddy out to sea on some flotsam surrounded in sharks, and Cortan himself was jolted awake rudely when some shark bumped into his leg, and there was a furious rescue attempt as everyone sort of Baywatched their way along the beach and dove in to either attack sharks or I don't know. Cortan was on death's door, and I think he ended up diving in and swimming back out to sea into all the sharks to save his staff and his backpack. And so everyone else said, "Oh no! We're trying to save you. What the hell are you doing?" But there was a couple of decent bow shots, and I think Elric, you managed to just talk a few out of. Give them a cup of tea, say the sharks to cruise on away.
I convinced them that there was better meals out there in the sea.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Your friendly neighbourhood druid stuff. Or even though it might not have been druid, it was. I think. Could you speak to them, or they could understand you, or was it just a straight
Yeah, it's furbog magic. So I was able to talk to them, and they understood me, but I wouldn't be able to understand them if they talked back. So.
Yeah, okay. All right, so that's where I've got you guys. The swirl for the party is going along the coast here. You recovered, took a rest, and then continued together with your larger group heading towards Haggletown or Haggleville to a. I think you've got a package or something to deliver to Mother Haggle in this. She's a old lady who lives on the edge of the Twisted Thickets. A dense, small wood near Dragon's Roost, which is, I think, your ultimate destination. And I think that's where we pick up. You had just come into the town, Joe, and when you say the town, I think there's 5 buildings. What I'll do...
Right.
Yeah. I'll shift us... Oh, actually... so who's there? That would be... Just drawing attention here, so it's Cortan that we don't have with us today. So he's with you, but just we'll assume out of camera shot of some in some fashion. All right, so I'll move us to the new location.
Right.
Don't know if this reminds you.
Yep.
Tandy there, but I think this is now going to be. Yeah. Okay. So Morwen, Gungo, Elric, and Cortan. I've walked into town between this large 2-story building, some carts and some stacked crates and things, and you see Felwyn and Nair, who's a character that you don't know, and they seem to be chatting amicably. Felwyn, Nair, you've recent arrivals in town, in the village, and you've spent some time just becoming accommodated. Felwyn, as you're sitting on this, high barrel, you look across to the person. Nair, can you describe yourself? What does the party see as they walk into the town? What does Felwyn see? She's looking up to you, having this chat.
Nair is rather slim and unimposing figure, dressed in robes. His posture is relatively timid, and he tries to be respectful and polite, even in the way he speaks and carries himself. He looks on the youngish side, probably barely an adult, and although he looks very human, upon closer inspection, you can see that his face is marked and poked with pieces of bone or spikes protruding on his cheekbones and jawline and temples through his skin. Sort of like some horns or spikes that you might see on some lizards or dragons. And under his short curls, you can see that they are rather poorly combed over some stumps of horns. And general the impression is that he's a tiefling, who obsessively files down his horns and various spikes around his face, and he has 4 fingers instead of 5 on his hands. That's about that.
On both hands?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like genetic, not that philosophy.
You're not sort of got one,
Nah.
Okay. And I might have missed it. What skin color or skin tone? Tieflings have normally got.
It's like ashen reddish.
Okay. All right. And as you're looking down to, or maybe looking up, if Felwyn's sitting up on a large barrel, legs dangling. Felwyn, what do you look like?
Felwyn is a tiny little gnome. She's about 5'3". No, sorry, 3'5". She's a massive red hair, wearing scale mail. She's got a tiny shield on her back. She's got a holster around her waist. She's got little freckles on her nose and a big grin on her face. And she rarely stops talking. She's always got an idea and always looking around and always trying to work things out, how things work and what's going on.
Okay, great. Well, that's a good little insight into Felwyn. And the four of you come up. Maureen, you're in the lead there. Do you want to? What do you do? What do you say?
Well, I haven't seen my friend in a few days, and we haven't really been apart before. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just run the hell over there, and in typical like female young adult fashion, just run over like, "Oh my God, Felwyn! You're okay, you made it, you didn't die, oh, I'm so happy," and just barrel over and give her a huge hug and pick her up off the ground, because I have a height difference, and then pop her back down again and pat her on the head.
And I'm like, "Hi, Maury!"
And I guess the rest of you... the rest of you come up as well, if anyone wants to introduce themselves or say anything.
Yeah, Gungo is going to go up and say, "Fish lady, who is this child?"
Wait, hello, child.
Well, first of all, I'm not a fish. I'm an amphibian. Secondly, this is the friend that we were telling you about that had gone on ahead a few days before us.
Oh.
From our village. Yeah, right? Like, he makes me look small.
My sincere apologies. I thought... Never mind it.
Because you're probably like 4 times my height.
I'm
Yeah.
6'8". I'm 6'8".
Yeah, you're like...
And I'm
But,
7'5".
Yeah, he's 7'5".
Holy dude. Oh my
You'll
God,
never
look at
believe it,
you.
Felwyn. You'll never believe it. These, like, dudes, and she points towards Gungo and Coratan, they were swimming in the water with, like, sharks and stuff. Like,
What?
yeah, right? It's like they've never been by the coast before. Jesus.
Never been by the
What were
coast
you doing
before.
with sharks?
I don't know, and I kept trying to tell them to swim away, and they kept swimming towards them.
Are you
I was
stupid or
really-
something?
I was swimming towards my friend. It was him that was swimming towards the sharks.
Yeah, these guys are crazy, man.
You must
Like,
have got
seriously.
hit.
Ingrid,
crazy.
you should see this one in the water. Never mind. We're here now.
And so you cast your eyes around. You've almost been ignoring that you're in this little hamlet. And it does look a little odd. There's a number of buildings around you, if I sort of pan back a little bit. And let's see. Yeah, so there's a number of buildings around that you can see, and they're all quite large. They might be places where someone lives, but they all look like shops of some sort. And if you go, normally there'd be an outer ring or two of residences, but there's none of that. It's almost as if this is just a marketplace type, almost like the country service station with no houses around it.
Sure.
Yeah, so what do you want to do from here?
So there's signs at the front of these places, is there?
There is. You can see the two immediately to left and right. The one to the south of you, and I can ping that for you, says trading post, and there's one immediately to the north of you is the Flaming Nightmare Inn.
Oh, and Dean, did we start with any money or are we all broke?
You've got whatever your starting funds are associated with your background. So, hermits and things might have 5 gold, and some people might have 10 or so.
Okay.
So yeah,
Um,
you should all have a little bit of coin, just as a whatever you've decided to commence your career as. Now, there is a war brewing in the east. Apparently, there's a lot going on. There's rumours of invasion and civil war within nations on the far side of the peninsula, often referred to as the Hand, and the local the nearby nations where you all reside. A lot of the have sent their armies off. Even navies to some extent around the south, even though that's quite a dangerous journey due to the corsairs that sort of prowl the coastline. But ships in large enough force as a flotilla would get through no problem. And so what's left behind is everybody else. It's not a time of war, as in it doesn't feel like it. There's not rations and so on. But there's the standing armies and the navy are pretty much depleted, and you've chosen to start making your way in the world for what you've all got your own reasons, but coming into it in that sort of context. So you guys, at least in this hamlet, get to be the kings of the roost. What do you want to do from here? There's a well in the middle of the town, and it looks like there's some other little little shops with signs on them as well.
Imagine it's late afternoon, right?
It is, yeah. You've been walking for most of the day, but there's still a couple of hours left.
So, right, go on, Ellen.
I'd be interested in getting a long rest.
Okay.
The lyric's pretty wiped from that, so I'd probably head towards the inn.
Yep. Okay.
Gungo's already at the door, holding it open for him.
Okay. All right. Okay. Right, where are we?
Felon's just going to follow along with everybody.
Okay.
Yes. Miss
She's been
Michelle,
alone for a few days.
I'm glad that you found your friends.
Oh,
Did-
who?
Yeah, here we. What?
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. This is Nair.
No, Noide. My name is Noide. Please call me Noide.
Oh, pleased to meet you. Sorry, we missed your friend.
Hello. I was wondering if I'm new here. I didn't know anyone. I was wondering if I could tag along for a little while until I find my bearings. If you don't mind, of course.
Sure. We going there. Pointing in front of the tavern.
Oh yes.
Come in.
All right.
Yes.
Well, you head into the. It looks like there's a bit of chitter chatter coming from inside, and there's 4 floors. Looks like it's not like loads of horses or whatnot around, but it looks like at least it is capable of accommodating large groups. And you head inside. And this is the largest building, quite substantially compared to all the rest. The lowest floor is just a large tap room. It's got many tables, and you can smell smells of food coming from somewhere, from between behind doors, and then there's stairs, 2 stairways going up. There's a walkway you can see, ringing a balcony that goes around. Probably to the first floor, you would most likely expect lots of rooms in a ring, where if you come out of the door, you can then look over into the tap room below that occupies the full floor. And so someone comes over to you, a serving person, looks like an elf, and says, "So, hello, welcome. We don't see a lot of travel these days. There's things have died down a lot in recent months.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, welcome, take a seat, and if you are of need, I can bring you some refreshments.
Rum.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gungo will say, bring me rum, elf.
Hey, you can't just speak to people like that, man.
Certainly.
Could I bother you for a cup of hot tea, please?
Okay. He
Thank
takes note, and it looks like he's just memorising what you're asking. I'm not, but he is. And but you get a sense that let's see. I'm just going to zoom in a little here. Yeah, Morwen. You get a sense that he's a little aloof, dispassionate.
Jeez, what's up with this guy? She kind of mutters to Selwyn.
Yeah.
Seems like he's got a real stick up his ass.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You hit the nail on the head.
Hey, so I'm going to say, hey, why is things being so quiet around here?
He says, well, I see people who are of your kind as autumn leaves. No sooner do you come in through my doors sampling my wares than you're then being carted off in body bags.
Huh?
I'm sure your cuisine isn't that bad.
Oh no, it's just it's to do with your lifespans. They're over so quickly.
Oh.
I want to do an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, he's talking about because he's an elf. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, probably.
How'd you go in your insight?
7.
Okay.
And that's with a +3.
Oh, nice. Rocking the 7. All right.
I'm rocking the rolling this morning.
First dice roll of the day. He says yes, but also, of course, there's the troubles in the east have attracted all adventuring folk, people looking for trouble, have no doubt headed east and found it. He says, I once, and he sort of pulls up a chair and gestures, and then he says all these sort of clicks and squeaks, sort of squawks type sound, and this black feathers appear at the doors, and a crow man comes through looking, and then nods a couple of times and vanishes behind a thing, and you can hear drinks being poured and clanking of pots and pans and things, and eventually a Kenku comes in with a tray and gives you your drinks.
What the hell is that?
That is one of my waiters. He came with me from El Chirel. They're very experienced.
It's a bird.
You just told me I couldn't talk to people like this.
Yeah, do as I say, not as I do, okay?
Yes. He says,
I said people anyway, that's a bird, man. Come on.
It's a bird, man, yes.
It's a bird, man.
he says, this is Crash. Crash, be careful.
Hello, Crash.
Okay.
Crash.
Crash turns his head on the side and sort of looks at you.
Put everything shiny away so you can't see it.
And then says,
Is there a story behind the name?
Arava turns to you and says, they are named after their first most awful accident within the tavern.
Oh, okay. What happened?
Well, he dropped a tray of glasses and they fell on some fairly expensive bottles that we had.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
no.
Yes.
I just for no, I actually did that in my first ever bartending job. The exact thing.
Yeah. And he sort of gets the jitters, and almost as if, and one of the drinks that he's got there does tip over, and he says, "Oh, careful, Crash! Look, Slice, get them up!" And you hear another Kenku come rushing out to clean up.
After Crash has put the drinks down, Gungo's going to stand up and say, "Don't worry, fella, you'll be all right." And he's going to give him a gentle, like a paper kind of slap on the shoulder, but he's kind of accidentally going to push him on the ground because he's just too strong.
Okay. Right.
Sorry, and then we'll help him up.
So
So
maybe we should call you Crash.
Yeah. Some people come downstairs, and it's a group of. It looks like a mix of humans and half-elves, and they sort of look around and they take up a seat at a table as well. There's like these long benches with benches running along the two sides of it. And one of them says, "Crash, same as last night." And Crash goes off and starts to furnish them with drinks and things. And
Well, this is kind of a nice place.
one of them
Gungo's just going to size them all up. He's
Yeah.
just going to be staring there looking at them.
there's a high elf sort of look, and he's got his legs crossed at the knee, and he's just flipping through a book and perusing it. And he sort of looks up at you, across at you, Gungo, and arches an eyebrow, says, "Did you have something important to share?"
What's in the book?
I'm researching new magics, and I'm an enchanter, you see. Elfirio.
Okay. That's his. Is he telling me his name?
Yeah.
Well, Gungo will stand up and go over there and offer his hand.
Okay.
Say, "Gangarando, Porambo, El Toro Investiando.
Okay.
Pleased to meet you." Does he shake his hand or anything?
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, Micmaster. Micaster. Elfirio Micaster. These are my other friends: Good Luck Sexton, Arcano Wells, Caradoc Moonshadow, and Serpent Wind, and human woman sort of looks up at you. She looks like she's is a little bit tipsy, and she says, "Haven't seen minotaurs around here.
Well, it's your lucky day then.
You must have come a long way."
See, that is true.
And she seems like she's fussing with some hair, like plaiting it on a little girl next to her, and she says, "Biscuits, hold still." And sort of Biscuits looks around, and it's like a clay statue, clay golem, but with a blonde wig.
But it's moving and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's just like a ball. Imagine if you made a ball of clay and then slashed a mouth and put a couple of pebbles for eyes, and it sort of blinks and then smiles, like a Wallace and Gromit thing. But that's too classy.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, well, that's cool. Are you using that to practice your hairstyling?
Yes, it calms my nerves.
Very well done.
Yes.
Creepy looking, but very well done.
I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah. And so Biscuits is getting these long sort of dreadlock type braids. It's all sort of tangled a little bit. And she's Ariana Serpentwind is braiding some bones and beads and things up into it. into.
Could you do that with my hair too? Could you do that to my hair?
Ah, perhaps.
I think that would look really good on you.
Thank you.
Can you roll a persuasion check, Gungo?
Sure. Wow, here we go.
Now let me see. Do I have it? No, I
Persuasion.
don't have anything.
check.
Like that.
14.
Okay. Okay, she says, yes, I'll finish up here, and no problem.
Excellent. Here-
She just gets a napkin and wipes the corner of her mouth a little bit.
Nice. Go and just sit down on the floor next to the biscuits.
Okay. So let's see, Gungo, Elric, Nair, anything that you wanted to say, or anything that you're looking out for or doing? You've got your teas, you've got your drinks.
Right, I was just going to be sitting and getting to know Nair, telling him more about the stars and how he was destined to join our party.
Okay.
Make him feel a little bit more at home with us.
So neither will listen attentively, nodding politely, not understanding, but pretending to.
Okay. A bald man in a robe, sitting with the same group, looks to you and with a friendly smile says, "So, what brings you through the town?" And he's got some sort of religious paraphernalia, some sort of, the religious blokes all have big medallions, lots of bling.
Could I roll like a religion check to see if I can recognize any?
Yeah, sure. How'd you go?
18.
Did it roll?
Yeah, it came through in D&D Beyond, but it doesn't look like it's come
Okay,
through.
I think I need to restart my thing. Just a second.
But yeah, 18.
18. Okay, that's fine. All right. So, the goddess of the moon. It's this person is a moon worshipper.
Moon.
Oh. Is it a like a druid or
Probably more of a priest.
more of a priest, like a cleric?
Yeah, cleric.
All right.
I probably use those terms interchangeably, like Borat, you dirty wizard.
Okay.
And it could mean anything, but yeah. So priest is probably that generic member of the clergy. Druid's sort of nature-based, but the moon is.
I also rolled a religion check to see if I would have recognized it, and I did. So.
Okay. All right.
So
welcome to
easily
the
be friendly
settlement. Welcome to the settlements. It's a very small place here, but we've just taken we've been travelling a long time from the north, and we'll be heading east inland from here. So this seems a fairly decent place. There's plenty to do usually in the tap room in the evening, but it's just been us lately. We've stayed here a couple of nights so far already.
It's grown a lot since last I've been here.
Ah, yes. But no one's put down roots, I guess.
No, only Mother Haggle. We're here to see her. We'll probably meet her in the morning.
Yes, her cottage is directly across from us on the other side of the well. There's a notice board. She's always seems to be. This is why this place exists. Is she's always after helpers for different things.
Yes.
Yeah, she keeps a bit of quite a lot of people on her books, contractors. Lots of various stuff, it seems. We haven't done any work for her. We've only been here a couple of days. Yes, so, and anyway, the conversation can carry on. Discussions of events in the east and what's going on locally. Nothing really grabbing your attention as far as, you know, pivotal, riveting news. It's more a bit of mindless, not mindless, but you know, just friendly chatter. A character walks at the door opens and another guy comes in. It's about 5'7", and he's got a cloak over his hood, Aragorn-like, and he sort of sits in the corner with his long pipe. Very large, oversized hood, you know, one that bulges out to the sides, but dark on the interior. And he sort of once he puts the pipe into his hand, into his mouth, he sort of starts packing another one, and which looks a bit curious. But he's sort of looking down, attentive at that. Sort of tamps down the tobacco, and eventually, it's a long one of those, you know, probably about a foot long. The neck of it, but he pokes it into the cloak and then gets a little tinderbox and starts to flick, light it with his other pipe. And suddenly there's this, and he sort of looks to the side, and then he pulls the pipe out, and this smoke just blows out of the side of his cloak hood.
Neither will take like a timid look at him and passively aggressively cough. No smoking, so.
Okay. He sort of glances at. He notices that you're at least, you know, trying to attract his attention, inadvertently, indirectly, and he sort of just puts his feet up on a chair and pulls his hood down, gestures up with two fingers, and another Kenko comes on, and you hear a voice from inside the cloak, inside the hood. Trauma, over here. And the Kenko comes over. He says, "Trauma, a pint, 2 pints." And the Kenku goes away and comes back with 2 pints and puts them on the table. Eventually, a Slice comes back to you and cocks his head, and Mordenkainen's tome of whatever has dropped, and Kenku can talk. But he still talks with a very crow-like voice and says, "Will you be starting the night? Will you be staying the night?"
Yeah, I think we have to, won't we?
Yes,
Yeah, probably.
please.
Roland's gonna turn around and say, "Excuse me, your pipe is making my friend cough. Do you mind putting it out?"
Can you roll a persuasion for me?
Yeah. No. Oh, geez, no.
Okay. All right. So you roll your 9 for persuasion. So would you mind putting it out? And you know, he's got his hood down. You can't really see his face. It's all in shadow, and there's these 2 hands, 2 pipes. And you hear. Okay, what's your passive perception?
11.
11. I see. Yep. Okay, great. Oh, good. Everyone's done that in roll 20 as well. I can see Taiki, AC18, PP11. Awesome. Elric. Morwen, I think your passive perception's 15 as well, from memory.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that now.
Okay. So Morwen and Elric, you can hear a bit of a. Oh, okay. I guess we can do that, can't we? Yeah. All right. And the right hand tips the pipe out into the ashtray that's there. And you also hear a voice saying, "Fuck that! It's our right. We'll do whatever the hell we bloody want." And another voice from inside the same hood.
So two voices from inside the same hood.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I rolled.
How big is the hood? Does it look like it's like big enough for two heads, or?
Could be. It's voluminous.
Well,
it's voluminous,
well,
like a Little Red Riding Hood hood, with the big bulges out to the sides.
That would explain why there were two pipes.
Correct.
That's
There are
okay,
two
Mr.
heads.
Howard. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Gungo will say to him, "What about a drink instead, friend?"
Okay. All right.
two-headed
You
guy.
can roll a persuasion as well. We'll give you advantage for the additional
Okay.
motivation,
Yeah.
support, whatever.
Now, hang on. I found if I roll for an advantage, it doesn't tend to come through to roll 20. Let's have a look and see if it works.
If it's not coming through, that's fine. We'll just
No,
you can just tell me.
Yeah, 21.
Okay. All right.
You select your token and then you roll.
Yeah, no, with all the other rolls it works okay. It's just with advantage for some reason it doesn't do it.
I think
weird.
if you hold shift and click the roll, that might. I had the same problem in the other campaign.
Okay, well, it's a hold shift and click. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try that. Alright, so at 21 anyway, I got.
Okay. All right. So with your 21, you see him reach over and push his tap his pipe out, and say, "Oh, a pint of stout is better than a smoke. So, my thanks, your friend." And the other, this is just a sound you can hear from the cloak, but the face that you can see is not talking.
Okay. So Gungo will just snap his fingers and say, "Grow boy,
Yep.
a stout for my friend." Oh, hey, two stouts or one stout? Right, no, just a stout. He'll just say just a stout because
Yeah.
he doesn't know. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So you order a stout, and they put it on your tab. You haven't discussed a tab, but I guess that's he seems to just do it.
It's okay. It's on me.
Okay. And eventually, Trauma comes back to you and says, "So, will you be?" I'm not going to put on my Kenku voice. For meals for all of you, would be 5 gold in total. For another 5, you can stay in the dormitories on the upper floor, or if you wish private rooms, it would be 15 for all of you.
Old. Wow.
So that would be 3 gold each for a private room plus a gold for the meal each.
Yeah.
Me and
Sounded
the gnome can share a room.
Yep.
I don't care. I share a room.
Somebody can
Is that a
bunk
common
in with
room?
me.
Well,
Dormitories.
if you go into the dormitories, then you can it's like one gold for a dormitory, or 3.
Yeah, I don't mind the dorms either.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just stay in the dormitories.
Yeah,
Okay, so the
so
dorms.
Okay.
why not?
That's reasonable.
So 2 gold pieces each for meal and.
Meal and
Meal and
Yep.
Hey, Felvin, you got that?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Just making sure.
The dorms are fine.
Okay.
And,
I'll stay in the
how
dorm as
much
well.
is-
As long as there's a place I can fit.
Yep. There'll be a place you can fit. It looks like it's made for adventurers, so there's even beds of different sizes.
Oh, good.
To accommodate different lineages. Yes. So the other party, it looks like they've already claimed a section, and there's a chest at the end with a lock on it, and the trauma gives you guys a key and says this will be a trunk where you can keep all your stuff.
Oh,
Awesome, thank you.
Are you going to party it up down here, or what do you?
Oh yeah. Gungo.
Yeah, I'll stay for some beers or whatever.
Right. So
Alaric wants to this rum that Gungo keeps talking about.
Try some.
all right.
Nate is gonna sense up that it's a party, so he will switch up to warm milk with honey.
Oh,
Don't. Gungo, I say don't drink it too fast. You'll get a stomachache. Okay.
Alaric just drinks it real fast.
well, ain't he just
Cup of rum.
adorable?
Very tasty.
And while we're sitting around in the pub, Gungo's going to say to Fairwind, so you're a fully grown person.
You can't just ask people that.
Yes, I am.
Wow, amazing. How small must your children be? They must be tiny.
The normal size.
What race is she? She was a gnome?
A gnome, yeah.
No, okay, cool.
No.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
How big are Minotaur babies?
Oh, very big. I was one of the
Bigger.
largest. My mother had 7 children. She had lots of babies.
Oh boy.
All at once?
Oh, no. I had
Phew,
6 sisters.
okay.
Six sisters and me.
Wow, that's a lot of sisters. No
yes.
brothers?
No, just me.
Ah, okay. That explains a lot.
Gungo would just nod and agree. Haha, yes.
What did we get for supper?
There's the ever-present, stew and fresh bread, but there's also a selection of things that probably looks like they get delivered by creatures of the twisted thickets. Fresh fruit, berries, some sort of root that's been dug up and sliced, but so you would just eat it, just lightly heated up, but otherwise crunchy.
Do you have any mushrooms?
They do, yeah. So that's
Alaric will eat mostly mushrooms.
So as part of your food and drink, there's, if you want to get a platter of forest tuppers. That's a common thing. Other than there's not farms around, so it's not like there's eggs and chicken and all the stuff that you would get in some other inns.
No, it's mostly gathered stuff.
Yeah.
Gungo's
That
going to say,
sounds
what's in the stew?
Beef.
Oof.
So
No
there
thanks.
Do you have any monkey? Do you have any monkey on the menu?
No monkey, no. Not uncommon, but Mother Haggle has a number of cattle. It's one of the stock that she keeps.
I hope it's no one I know.
In fact, her favourite one's gone missing. I noticed on the notice board.
I
Oh,
can
really?
help
Oh,
you,
no.
Gungo.
She's offering a reward for locating her, what she terms her magic cow.
Oh, we have to find that.
I can help
Oh.
you, Gungo.
We could
can
find the
help
cow.
I'm gonna turn to Gungo's stew.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast
I hit him on the stew.
prestidigitation,
What does that do?
and I'm gonna flavor his food so it tastes like monkey stew.
Nice.
But he just wants to eat a monkey to prove a point.
Exactly. I thought that's what you were trying to do too.
I passed this thing, and I'm like, here you go. Try this.
I don't think you wanted to eat monkey. You wanted to make points.
So
Yeah.
Now his stew tastes like monkey stew.
Gungo's not going to be able to resist it. Go, I'm going to try it.
right. Tastes like chicken.
He'll say, no. All right, try.
Okay.
Oh, I just feel wrong eating beef now.
It's just
Hope it's
him,
nobody I
right?
know.
It's just him.
Yeah, I won't eat fish. You won't eat beef, and I won't eat fish.
I grew up being a fisherman's daughter. So yeah, I ain't got any qualms
She's
about
going to
that.
change yours into fish because this is a king trip, right? So she's just going to change everybody's meals into their favorite ones.
I'll pass some mushrooms to Gungo.
Okay.
Delicious.
Enjoy these. Good meat substitute.
Now, over the course of the night, the other adventuring parties seem to get stuck into it, and they start playing a few party games. Mostly, one of them starts throwing daggers against the wall, and they're having a bit of a competition.
Okay.
Gungo's up for that.
Okay, and they've also they're drinking this wine by the bottle. And so ordering it costs 10 gold for a bottle, but they order it and then pour it around and share it out, sort of thing. So,
Oh yeah, nice.
you can, if you want to go on the cheap, there's also just mugs of ale. But I guess what I'm trying to get a feel for is are you happy to sort of drink on through the night and then make your way up to the dorms, or are you just having like a drink or two? What's the
Gungo will be smashing it.
okay?
That's his background is he likes to get into a tavern and meet new friends over a mug of ale. So
Yeah, yep.
I'm
He's
going to
going-
stay
he's-
up.
It's what you do after a shipwreck.
Okay,
that's it.
so
Morwen will
day.
probably stay up for a little bit and then go to bed.
okay,
Yeah, so
I
Alaric's had a
think-
long journey. He's going to have his drink and his meal and then go to bed.
okay.
Neither will stay in the corner, not participating, but enjoying just the opportunity to observe real tavern drink out partying
Yes,
for the
okay.
first time. And I think he will be daring in his stay whole 2 hours past his bedtime.
All right. So if you're not drinking the fine wine by the bottle, that's obviously imported from somewhere else, that's 10 gold pieces a bottle. You can get it by the pitcher, and that's coming from some sort of keg, and that's 2 silvers a pitcher. So if you assume that it might be 1 or 2 pitchers each over the course of the night, then 2 or 3 gold would probably cover it for everyone.
Okay. Alaric takes 3 gold pieces out and puts it on the table.
Okay, all
This-
right. So
Towards the tab.
great. So if you cross off the 3, everyone's all fine, and that covers
yeah,
people who are getting stuck into it, and also covers people who are not.
Okay.
Gungo?
Thank you, friend. I was just going to say he might have to put some more gold down because he's probably going to. Yeah, he'll be drinking 2 at a time.
Yeah, okay. Are you drinking wine though? Because
Oh no, he'll drink a mixture of beer and rum.
yeah, okay. Because there's ale as well. That's super cheap. That's like 4 coppers,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
for
he'll be drinking.
a mug. A silver piece would get you, 4 mugs. So a gold, I don't know, 40 mugs.
40 mugs.
You drink a carton. Yeah, so I think
Yep.
I think you've
It's the cheap stuff.
yeah. Okay, so you all party on, have a great time, and get into some friendly dagger throwing, and conversation, and eventually make your way up to your dorm room. The sleep is sound, uneventful, and you wake up the next morning, some of you with a little bit of a sore head, but otherwise none the worse for wear, and can come back down for a bit of bed and breakfast included in your stay, so, enough to sort of fill your belly in the morning, and then what do you want to do from there?
Well, maybe we should go see this Mother Haggle.
What are you gonna go see Mother Haggle for?
She's missing a cow for starters.
Yes, but
Well, these guys have got a package for her as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
What's in the package?
Morwen and Cortan have got a package from the gnome village with some stuff something to deliver to Mother Haggle.
Oh, who gave it to you?
Yeah. Oh, Mrs. Mrs. Gnome Bottom.
Bottom.
Yeah. She forgot she was gonna give it
one
to
from
you.
these numb bottoms.
No, Mrs. She has a husband.
Oh.
Sorry to disappoint.
I wonder if they're her cookies. She made the best cookies.
Yeah, right.
Maybe we should peek that, Mrs. Haggle wouldn't miss with just one.
Fallon, we can't just peek into other people's mail. That's a federal crime.
Is there still, the king took off? Is there really any federal stuff going on anymore?
Come on, man. We cannot look into her mail. That would be so mean. Come on.
Maybe
It's
we'll
just
open
not
it while we're there.
We could just watch her now.
Maybe
Yeah, maybe. Exactly. We'll find out what it is in literally, fucking
Perhaps
20 minutes.
If we help the lady find her missing cow, she would share the contents with us.
Maybe she'll give us cookies.
Maybe.
Yeah, if it is the cookies, then I'm giving that my price for finding the cow.
If it is.
Then we'll get cookies and milk.
How good are these cookies?
They're really good.
Oh, we could open it and everything.
Man, they're really good. Oh, I should have got some before I left.
I want cookies.
So to the Mr. Haggle then. Just a second. And Lloyd will make his bed. Put it nice and tidy. Tag the edges under the mattress, military style.
Felwyn doesn't make the bed at all. In fact, covers are flown off.
Yeah. Same with Gungo.
Through alignment charts. That's how we gain his personality in the end.
Chaotic good.
Did we get our rest?
You do get a rest. You can change your spells, or if recover everything.
Sometime during the night, Alaric would have went outside and studied the stars and tried to get some insight on what's going to happen the next day.
Okay.
Mrs. Haggle is creepy looking.
She is creepy looking.
And Seymour lives there.
Oh.
Oh, that squirrel looks rather intimidating.
Yeah, you go outside and have a look on the notice board. There's a few posters up there, and they've been sort of torn in half, so you can see a wanted bad plant, and it's got some sort of very rough sketch of what looks like a plant with teeth. There's another one, dangerous, approach with care. But one of the most recent ones is lost, 1 times magic cow. And there's a picture of a black and white spotted cow.
Oh, it's magic. Hey, is that Crash?
Yeah, that guy was serving us drinks last night.
Yeah. It looks a bit like Crash, but this one's got no arms and legs.
That poor Kenku.
So, should
I
we go
think
talk to
we
Mrs.
need-
Mother Haggle?
And so you head across the way to see this notice board, and pass by the well and go to the cottage.
Don't fall in.
Mother Haggle's cottage, and
Ooh.
it's a 2-story building. And you see the notice board. What do you do from here?
Well, let's read about the magic cow. I thought we were interested in that one.
Yep.
Can we rip the
Well,
bottom bit off? Is it like a tag?
With
No,
the
this-
phone
Wait,
number.
phone number?
Is there any information on the sign?
No
Or
phone
do we
number.
go?
Yeah.
All it says is
We have to-
all it says is lost one magic cow, and there's an
I'm gonna
attempted.
pull the whole sign off. This is out.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
that's a good idea.
We need to find Mother Haggle and deliver our package too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna
I
take
want to
it.
know what the
I would
deal
knock
is
on
with
her
this
door.
plant.
Sorry, what's that, Morwen?
I want to know what the deal is with this plant also.
Okay.
Does it say dead? Dead plant or bad plant?
Bad.
Oh, it looks like dad, as in like the father plant.
oh, that sounds like a job for me.
Well, so we're at the front of Mother Haggle's cottage now, are we?
Yes, you are.
So Gungo's going to knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door, and you hear a bit of a sort of some sort of sound from inside, and eventually, okay, I'm coming, and you hear a voice, and eventually the door creaks open.
All right.
Let's see. Just a bit easier. Okay. So I'll open the door. I'll open the door regardless. Just bear with me for a sec. Dynamic lighting. There we go. And the door opens. And there's an old woman. And let's see. And there's some sort of elf type creature with red hair that has opened the door. And then bows and gestures grandly for you to enter.
Alaric bows back
Okay.
and enters.
The felon's just gonna skip in. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, Gungo's just going to smile and nod and walk in.
Okay. And you can see an old lady at a desk, like a writing desk. There's plant behind her, curtains, a doorway going through to probably you would expect the bedroom. And she says, "Oh, more of you. Very good. Are you here to help?"
Oh, yes.
Warren, did you have the package or did I?
I have the
think you had-
package. Yeah.
Gungo will say, "We're looking for Mother Haggle."
"Oh, that's me. That's me. My home, my town."
Oh, you look too young to be Mother Haggle. I apologize.
You have a you have a very sweet tongue.
He has been an amusing companion. Hello again, Mother Haggle. It has been a long time.
Oh, it has. She sort of squints at you. Said, "My eyes aren't what they used to be. You've grown."
Maybe perhaps you've shrunk.
Oh, then she sort of looks off to the side. "Perhaps. Ah, yes, I am sitting." And she says, "So, if you don't mind my old bones, I'll keep my seat. What is it that you're looking for? You've seen my sign?" And she's quite quick, despite the, not feigned, but claims of being frail and so on, and poor hearing, because you can see her eyes flicker down to the rolled up paper, Felwood, in your hand.
Oh, we were looking at going to help you with your cow problem.
Oh yes, my magic cow.
You know when you last saw your cow? And how long ago did it go missing?
Oh, it would have been days now. Days, not weeks.
So just
how,
days. Okay.
how is it magic? Magic about it.
Oh, that's something I've been researching. I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Aha.
But it's precious. It's a precious, precious commodity.
What's her name?
Oh, I try not to name my cows, just in case I need to. Well, just in case I need to consume them, it makes it harder.
Oh.
You can call them T-bone.
True.
Rump steak or sausage.
Hey, kiddo.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gundar. You
behave.
You can see the statue off to the left. There's this enormous metal statue of a warrior. There's a large window behind an ugly curtain.
Do you know where you last saw your cow?
He was wandering east of here. I think the gnomes got him.
Gnomes?
Hey, why would the gnomes get him?
There's a little community that way. They like the gnome garden food. If they smell it, they all take off. This cow is particularly cunning.
Cunning cow.
Okay.
I have met a few of those.
Excuse me. If I may, that's quite a fancy statue. Does it bear any significance?
That's Hugo.
Hugo.
Yes. He keeps me safe. If anyone even think bad thoughts about me, he'll take care of them. And she gestures.
Yes.
She gestures the old fisticuffs.
Oh, Mother Haggard, who could have bad thoughts about you?
No one. I can tell. He's not moving. Look.
Yes. Well, but as
Oh,
Father
that
always
is so
said,
cool.
you can never be too safe.
Yes.
I have a question. Can I have one of the cookies?
Whose cookies? And she looks over her shoulder and there's all this array of bottles and fetishes and dried out bats and upside down frogs.
These guys have some cookies for you.
Oh,
Oh,
where is this one?
No, that was Morrowind will kind of shuffle forward. Hi. So I don't have cookies. I'm sorry.
Oh,
He's a notorious liar.
Okay.
We have a package for you from Mrs. Gnomebottom.
She claps her hands.
We're from her village, and she points to herself and Felwyn. We're from her village, and as we are on our way out, she gave us this package to deliver to you.
She says, "Oh, She gets
we
up.
were kind of hoping it was cookies, but you know,
Some of the cookies,
yeah.
so good.
But you never know. And she'll kind of rummage through her pack and try and like get the thing out without like ripping the wrapping on it and all of this. And it's a little crinkled. Sorry, it's been a long road.
Okay, her very thin skin on slender fingers almost turn into talons as she sort of grasps it hungrily. And then she sort of smells the package like a cigar, and
Oh my God, maybe it's cookies.
and says, "I've been waiting for this. Very good, very good." And she sort of peels back some of the wet paper that's been sort of dried, closed, and she says, "No, not cookies. These are ingredients."
For cookies?
Oh, for different things. She says, and she says, "Oh, here," and she rummages around and gets out a handful of feels like marbles, and she says, "Here, for your troubles," and in your hand she drops 5 lumps of gold, about the size of a gold piece each.
Oh, thank you.
It's not
Nice.
it's not been pressed into coins, but they're like nuggets. So look like the
Nugget.
yeah, about the tiny ones, about the size of a gold piece.
Okay. She'll look up to Alaric and say, like, offer a couple of gold nuggets to him, since he was also on this quest of delivering.
She goes, here, and she unscrews a jar, and it looks like a jar of olives. You know, dark fluid
Yeah.
with these little inch-long round things. She says, here, have a treat for your trouble, like a doctor with lollipops.
What are these?
Can I guess what they are?
Gungo's already got one in his mouth.
Okay, Gungo. It is a bit rubbery, like an olive, and very salty. And you're sort of chewing it, and eventually swallow it down. It tastes pretty good.
Oh,
Alaric will eat one gratefully too.
Okay, you pick it up, and you can see immediately it's a pickled tadpole.
Mm.
Oh, I think I'm allergic. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
It's quite
that's a shame.
It's quite fat and about the same shape and size as an olive.
I'll have her.
I would have to say, you eat that, Maury. You don't eat this, Maury?
Morwen will,
I gotta
like,
look
I
up
know
and
she's
do that.
she's got green skin, but it's like it's pale right now, and she's like,
All right.
no,
And then
I
as soon as Alaric said that, Fallon's gonna be like,
Okay. Well, she
sorry.
says,
I'm gonna give it to Gongo. You can have mine.
Why, thank you. You don't like the freshwater fish, only the saltwater moment.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to fresh water. Sorry.
That's fine.
okay. So she says, oh, well, if you can go and seek out my cow and bring it back to me, I will reward you.
And which way are these gnomes?
East.
West of here. East. West is the ocean.
East.
Yep.
I can't swim that far.
Well, let's go wrangle a cow.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Sure thing.
All right.
We will see you soon.
She
with cow.
says, before you do go, I dropped my ring down the well, and it's dangerous down there, and it's very deep. I can't.
Why is it deep?
I can't climb, and last person that tried to go down there didn't come back.
Oh no.
Well, I can breathe underwater, so
I mean,
maybe.
that cannot be good for the well and the water within.
If you could,
How deep as well?
well,
Yeah.
you can drop a stone or something and listen, but it's deep. It's not just you can't see the water easily from the.
When did this last person go down there? How long ago?
Oh, days ago, weeks, possibly
Oh,
weeks.
well. Hey, I don't mind heading down. I mean, I can breathe underwater, and I have, I can see in the dark and see underwater.
Mhm.
Maybe I can find it.
I'll lower you down on rope and pull you up once you get past the water line.
Yeah, it sounds perfectly easy.
Let's try that.
This
Sorry to...
this
Or is there a bucket on this well or not?
there is
Like
yeah
a bucket and a rope?
yeah,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
Take
can
it down.
just... Yeah,
and there's a lot of
go
rope.
there.
There's a lot of rope.
Oh, nice.
All right. We don't need to waste my rope. We'll just do this.
Okay.
Easy money. I mean, yeah, we will love to help you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay.
Let's
So
try.
go find the ring in the well.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I'll hold the I'll spin the wheel or whatever it is that holds the rope to help lower you down, so you don't do a free falling down there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Slower
We'll
you
go
down.
there on our way out.
Sounds good.
Miss Morwen, are you okay with seeing the darkness? Would you like
Yeah,
to
I can see in the darkness, and I can see under water as well. And she sort of moves her hair out the way and just kind of shows her gills.
Oh. More when it is freshwater.
Yeah.
Will this be okay?
We can talk about it later. And like whenever they're out of earshot of the lady, she was like, "Yeah, I'm not allergic to fresh water. I just didn't want to eat that shit. Sorry."
Okay.
All right. So, Morwen, you're you can't sit in the bucket. It's just a bucket. You know, wouldn't. Are you just going to tie the rope around your waist, or?
Yeah, I can try like put one foot in the bucket and then like hold onto the rope as it's lowered down to like kind of balance and yeah.
Okay. And Elric, now there's not like a structure for winding. It's more like you would, because it's just for the weight of a bucket of water. So there's not an easy way to brace it, although, you know, with the strength and size that might. But to carry.
Would you like me to do that, Elric?
Yes. I'm only. You can help me. Let's do it together.
Yeah. I will also wrap the rope a little bit around my hand.
Okay. Yeah. So you've
got. So that so if it slips, then I can get some grip, you know, and.
Okay.
Hang on.
No, I think I managed.
Just in case.
Natural 20.
Just in case when you're down there, I might occasionally contact you via magic. Don't be startled, please.
Oh, that's awesome. What the hell? You can do that?
Sometimes.
How?
A long story.
I never met a magic person before. And she kind of then side-eyes Alaric. You know, like magic, not like nature kind of cool magic, you know?
Oh. Well, I'll try not to disappoint.
Wow, exciting.
Magic.
Yeah, like arcane magic versus like nature magic. Yeah, it's cool, right?
Okay.
Intriguing.
Okay. Okay, so more when you've got your foot in the bucket, you've grabbed on with your hand as well. Anything in your offhand, or is that because it's only about 5 foot? It's only about 5 foot around.
No.
So you've got one hand, one hand free, and you're able to put it against the side or hang on to the.
I'll kind of. Yeah, I'll just sort of run it down the side in case like anything breaks or falls or whatever.
Okay. You find that the side is quite crumbly and slippery. Elric,
so there ain't no climbing back up, huh?
You could try and climb it, but it's not just a straightforward ladder.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Can I try and keep a note in my head of how far it seems like I'm traveling down as I go?
Yeah. And Elric and Gungo, you're also together, collective, like someone's holding the rope and so is someone else. Elric, you're sort of closest to the well, or maybe I'll give you a tug-of-war type line there. Felwyn's over at the edge. Are you just peering down as she goes down?
I am, and I'm like, don't you drop my friend down.
Okay. So you're sort of looking down, gesturing back to them and watching what's going on.
Yeah.
Morwen.
Alaric's gonna whisper to Gungo, a little heavier than I expected.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm like a pretty tall elf, like, to be fair.
Yes.
Quick question, just a quick peek down the well with dark vision. Can you see the bottom?
Yeah, what's the 60 foot? No.
Yeah, no.
And so, Morwen, you descend down at 60 foot, and Felwyn looking over the side. Have you got 60 foot dark vision yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can see her at the limits of your dark vision as a pale grey figure, and then going gloomy and descending. You can see the rope still in your sort of greyish dark vision light, but Morwen is now descended beyond that. The door opens to Mother Haggle's, and Mother Haggle comes out. Let's see. Wringing her hands. She's got a shawl over her shoulders, and she goes, "Oh, is everything okay?"
Let me check, and I will send a message down the well. So this is how it sounds. If you reply, I can hear your immediate thought.
So he'll just hear back in his head, "Holy shit, that's so weird." Oh wait, can I still reply? And then she'll like get to her like 25 words. And then stop.
Well, so far so good.
Okay, great. So she watches. Now, Morwen, you can.
It's like that scene in that movie Speed where he's like, "Fuck me!" And oh darn!
Okay.
Relaying the message. Might have to bleep that out on them.
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
Rural adults.
Okay, so Morwen, with your dark vision, you think you can see an end to the pit, probably another 60 feet below you or so.
Wow.
Okay, cool. What I'm gonna do, Solomon is just gonna take out, what does she have in there? Something, she has like a shit ton of arrows, so she's just gonna take out an arrow and just drop it down and see if it hits water or not. If she can hear it.
Okay. And I've got a little picture here of Mother Haggle wringing her hands. By the
She's
way.
fucking creepy. There is something like just wrong about her. Like, this is not going to go well.
She's lovely.
It's so hard knowing out of character. Yeah, this bitch is fucking creepy. And then in character being like, "Oh my god, yay, we'll help you."
All right.
I feel like she eats children or gnomes for breakfast, right? I feel like I'm going to be shoved in an oven.
Yeah, there's some Roald Dahl stuff going to happen to us.
Oh no!
All right.
It is the twits.
Well, she sort of says, "Well, you seem to have everything in hand. Very good. I've got a slice that'll be coming out of the oven soon. So maybe we can have that once you've retrieved my ring." And she hobbles back inside the cottage.
Mother Haggle, if I may, I suppose there won't be many rings down that well, but if you could provide us with a description.
It's round and made of gold.
Round and made of gold.
Yep.
Thank you. And I'll pass that along down.
That's pretty descriptive.
Very vital information. That it's round and made of gold.
And Ganga's going to say, "Are you speaking to Morwen?"
Yes.
Tell her to hurry, because there's going to be some slice for us afterwards.
I'll pass that along.
Okay. What armor are you wearing, Morwen?
Leather.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. All right. So you think that you can see a glint of something deeper in the water, off to one side.
Like object or
Yeah. Well, the problem is you're using dark vision. So
dark vision, yeah. So everything's kind of the same color.
Yeah. Yeah.
But does it look like? Can I tell like a texture? Is it like metal? Does it look like leathery, skinny, whatever?
Can you roll investigation for me?
Yeah, sure. 18.
Okay. So you think it looks like a buckle on a shoe, and it's in the water. It looks like beneath the water level, it might be only sort of 5 to 10 feet deep, and there's an item of clout. A boot, as they are in all fishing stories.
So, Morwen kind of came down here knowing probably going to be a body from the last guy. and what the fuck killed him. So she is with her free offhand. It's very like, but she's just gonna keep her sort of trying as she's moving down, kind of edge her short sword just out of the sheath and just kind of hold it in her offhand.
Okay. So
while she's clinging onto the rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're still probably about 20 feet to get lowered to the.
Yeah. She's just gonna hold it. She's just gonna hold it.
Okay.
Because she's like, she knows the last dude who came down here died.
Okay.
So she's like on edge, like a little bit. She just didn't want to show it like before.
Now it's a bit freaky. Elric and Gungo, like it's not a smooth lowering. You know, it's like 1 foot, 2 feet, 1 foot. You know, so it's like a jerky sort of as you as you lower down.
And she's getting very on edge now.
Yep. And you reckon that you're, within a few moments you'll be down at the water level.
It was water though, like it made a splash when she threw the arrow in, right?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Felwyn, you hear a splash from below. Just a
You
little.
all right down there, Mari?
Can I hear anything?
Yeah, you can.
Morrowind doesn't want to like scream upwards because she knows it's gonna like echo, and if she's like starting to get a bit freaked out, like, oh my god, what if there's some fucking creepy thing down here, and she doesn't want to wake it up, so she's just gonna like tug twice on the rope.
Okay. Can you roll a dexterity check for me?
Just straight?
Yeah.
Or is...
It's not really acrobatics or anything.
4.
If you've got sleight of hand, you can apply that.
Oh. Do I have sleight of hand? No. A 4.
Okay.
On the dex check. As a ranger. As a ranger.
That's a nat one.
That is a nat one. Oh, it is. Yeah, that's a nat one.
Okay. So, Felwyn, you don't feel anything. No response comes to you saying, hey, are you okay?
Oh. I can't hear anything.
Morwen, your bucket fills with water and your foot goes into below the water level. Elric and Gungo are still just slowly lowering you down. And Gungo and Elric, you don't feel any change in tension.
Okay. That's my question. When she hits the water, are we going to feel it?
I guess, yeah.
Well, Morwen, as soon as she hits water, because that's like her comfort place, being in water, she's just going to immediately kind of step out and... Can she kind of tell how deep it's going to be from here? Because she has perfect vision in water as well. It doesn't obscure.
Yeah, so in the water, you can see with your dark vision that it's about another 10 feet deep and it's an uneven surface below. So there's the same
slope.
Bricks and rocks that have been used to make the sides. A couple have fallen into... she would just immediately jump in the water as soon as her foot touches it because she just feels more comfortable. So
comfortable there.
Gungo and Elric.
Yeah, we just fall backwards.
Okay, and the rope is now slack. And Morwen, we're just going to go into the cone of silence, and I'll get you to roll initiative for me. For the purposes of this, let's have everyone roll initiative, but I'll just make sure I clear the order. Just bear with me for a sec.
I can't see my token. Everything's black. So oh no, never mind. Carry on.
So when the rope went slack, I think at that point I would send a message.
Just roll initiative, and we'll do that when you can jump to it. Ooh. So I've got Elric, Morin. I've got 2 Elrics. Maybe that was an old one.
That one's athletic. One of them. Okay.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that was an old one.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on.
That was my test earlier.
Yep.
Make sure, Nair, when you roll, you select your token so it counts. I think you rolled a 7.
Arrow just now. I literally just checked it last night. It should have worked.
Well, you got 2 rolls here. You rolled a 19 and a 7. In Beyond, D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not coming through to roll 20 though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to get in.
Did you click on your token?
Yep.
Nah, but the rolls aren't coming through at all anyway. So
Yeah, sometimes
there's
they
something
don't.
fucking probably needs to seek him permission to get through.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think 7 is okay on my initiative. Oh. Come on.
Okay. So who are we waiting on? It's just Nair, I think. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the.
Yeah.
He can't
I
get
think
his
to go through,
rolls to
but,
work.
That's all right. I can add you in manually. What's your number?
The first one he rolled was a 19.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Morwen, you're actually first here. Let me see. Okay. There's a bit of surprise going on here. Morwen, Nair. Okay. Out of the depths of the water, something reaches and tries to grab you. I've put an image in the chat. And it just rises.
Like that big?
It's an arm, but it's probably an arm from a creature about that size, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking, is that like one of the fingers of the arm? I'm like,
No.
Jesus
The
No,
skull,
okay.
yeah. So it just looks like it's made.
Okay.
It's made of
Right.
darkness.
Okay, yeah.
It reaches up. I'm just rolling straight rolls here, so I'll have to add in the plus. What is your armor class?
14.
Okay. It hits you.
Okay.
You don't have your reaction at this stage because of the surprise. So
No.
it hits, and you feel your life being sucked out as it grabs you, and you take 9 damage.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Is this before or after I jump in?
You're still hanging on, but you're in the water.
Okay. Jesus
Are you
Christ.
are you conscious?
Yeah, I'm conscious.
Okay.
Let me, how do I...
And you feel yourself becoming weaker and weaker.
Nasty.
I'll just scream. Then sorry, I'm first, right?
It's your action. What do you want to do?
I'll just scream, "Get me the fuck out of here!"
What is your what is your strength, Morwen?
10.
10.
I'm a ranger.
Oh.
I've got 17 dex,
Okay.
but I got a strength 10.
Okay,
So.
your strength right now is 7, as you feel your
Ooh.
energy being drained.
How do I? I can do like a temporary stat.
Oh,
right,
it doesn't matter. We just so long as we know, it'll just matter for things like strength checks.
Oh yeah.
Trying to
Yeah.
hang on or climbing, athletics.
Okay.
And also matter if you're trying to hang on to the rope. I assume okay, so yelling out doesn't take an action. Do you want to do any movement? Do you want to do any?
Well,
You've still got a short sword in your hand. You said you had.
Yeah,
that ready.
I'm gonna immediately try and like slice its wrist off.
Okay. Any bonus action or nothing at this stage? I guess.
I don't have it. Hang on.
Let-
Yeah, I can. With my 2-weapon fighting, I use my bonus action. I think as
Okay.
my attack with my offhand.
Yep. You would
Maybe.
need.
Hang on, I gotta.
You would need to draw.
I gotta
weapon.
look it up.
You'd need to.
I have my short sword in my offhand from when I was going down.
So that's fine. You can do your normal attack. It's just.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look whether it's a bonus action or a normal action.
Oh, it'd
Yeah.
just be your action to attack with your short sword.
Yeah.
If you want to attack
Yeah.
with your offhand, though, your other hand doesn't. There's no off and on. If you want to attack with your other
Yeah.
hand, it'd mean letting go of the rope.
Yeah, I ain't doing that now that I know there's something in here.
Okay.
So yeah, just immediately try and hit that
Okay.
with the short sword.
Roll to
and try
hit.
and
Roll to hit.
slice it off.
No negatives for you at this stage, or except for the 7 strength. Or so, can you use Dex? I presume.
Dex for what?
Short swords? Yes.
The short sword.
Yeah. Okay. So armor class
Yeah,
10. Armor
it's a
class
10.
10 is a miss. And you're sort of flailing away as this thing, trying to drag you under the water. Not that it knows that you've got gills.
Yeah.
But that's your action. And do you want to do any movement? Do you want to try and, I don't know, climb up or get your foot back into the bucket?
Well, yeah, Jesus, I'm gonna try and immediately. I'll use my action my bonus action. So, my movement.
Just
there we
movement,
go.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, try and scoot up the rope a little bit.
Okay. Now this is very ungainly. You're in the water and you're trying to sort of climb up the slippery sides of the thing. If anyone has seen The Ring, this is what this conjures.
Oh no! Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, can you do athletics for me with your 7 strength?
Yeah. So that would just be like -2.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
7 strength. So just -2 from whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was 3. So that's 1.
Okay. All right. So you're still hanging onto the rope, but you're not. You're not in the bucket to just stand there and get lifted up. Nair.
Mm-hmm.
You hear screams from below and splashes and thrashing. It's as if there's a Jaws attack down this well somehow.
Okay. I got nothing. I just sent message, like, asking, what's happening? We need help.
Okay. So you hear this, Morwen, in your mind, voice of Nair. What's happening? You can shout something back, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Get me the fuck out of here! But like screaming really loud. I just didn't want to scream in real life.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I'll relay that to the rest.
Okay.
Something's wrong. We need to get out.
All right. Felwyn.
If I just drop down into the well, how far down can I just drop for movement?
You don't know. You know that the well, you probably estimate that there's at least 100 foot of rope that's gone down this well before it went slack.
Hmm.
Look at it.
Yeah, because I was just thinking of like bombing into the water, right? Because I just heard my friend scream, right? I was gonna bomb down. Okay, I start running and grabbing for the rope and pulling.
Okay, all right. Can you do a athletics check for me? You can have advantage just because there's Gungo and Elric to take some of that slack.
Okay, let's try putting advantage on. Where's my advantage button? I'll just roll it twice.
Okay. For this battle, I've just put some music on called Anxiety. Right.
It's working.
14.
Yeah. Okay. So you find that you're able to lift Morwen, despite her unexpected weight. And Morwen, because the bucket's now full, Morwen, you feel the thing lifting up. You've got one hand on the rope, you know, where the bucket joins on. You've still got your short sword in your hand. You can try to hang on with an athletics check and be hauled up by Felwyn.
Yeah, because I have the rope wrapped around my hand, right? So it's like...
Yeah, but it's still...
Yeah.
It's still a. If you wanted to let go of your sword,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could just drop it and grab on with 2 hands, and then it wouldn't be.
Well, yeah, too, right? I'm not going to live another turn. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
9 damage.
All right. So you drop your sword and you hear the splash, but you grab on with all of your might, and you can do an athletics check with advantage.
Oh, athletics is. I'm an acrobatics girl.
We'll also get the -2 or whatever.
Yeah, so with advantage, that's a 9.
Okay. All right. So, Fel, when you hear a splash and a shout of surprise as the rope goes slack.
Okay.
My
I let go of the rope
Yep.
as my.
Okay. You can still move if you want to. If you wanted to just climb down the well using the rope, you could.
Yeah,
Or,
I'm gonna.
or move somewhere else.
I'm gonna start climbing in after.
Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm putting how many tens of feet you are down. What's your normal movement rate?
25.
Okay, so I'm going to put you at it's actually 15 or whatever it is, 12 and a half. I'll put you at 2. You've got the rope to give you a bit of advantage. It's a slippery wall and so on, but you're not just climbing, using a rope to give you some advantage. So let's say you're 20 feet down, so you still can't quite see Morwen. Where are we? Initiative. No. Okay, Elric.
Hold my action until I feel it go tight again, and then I'll start pulling.
Okay.
As hard as I can.
Okay. Okay. This reaching arm reaches up and grabs you. And does 3 damage to you, Morwen.
Unconscious.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah. At least I won't drown.
Okay. No, you won't.
Silver lining.
Gungo, slack rope.
Okay, so he's seen Felwyn start climbing down.
Yes.
He'll say, Magic boy, can you make light with your magic?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Put some light down the well, and like Gungo's just gonna say, hold the rope, to Elric, and
Yep.
he's gonna start climbing down as well.
Okay. All right. Can you do a climbing check? Again, with advantage. Athletics.
Twice. 26 and... Yeah, 26.
Okay. All right. So you, no problem, climb down. Do you want to dash, or you just do you want to do an action?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll dash, yeah.
Okay.
Can he get past Felwyn? She's pretty small.
Yeah.
She's pretty
Yeah.
small.
Yep. So Felwyn, if you want to let Gungo go past, that's no problem. Now
He'll just pick her up and put her up above him.
Yeah.
Put on the shoulder.
Okay. So
Hold on tight. Hold on to the horns.
okay. So Master Blaster from Thunderdome is now going down the well.
Can he grab me like Master Blaster and I ride with him?
Yeah, you can. You can go on his shoulders.
Yeah, I'll grab onto his horns and
Hold
ride
on.
right down.
Okay.
Hold on, little one.
But remember, he's doing his action to dash to go and move as fast as possible. So it's not.
But if he can just grab her and take her down with him, he'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've got 2 hands that you're using to get advantage on the athletics check.
Okay.
So part of your advantage was because you're
Yeah. Okay.
using the rope to its
Okay.
fullest.
Oh wait, you just go, Gungo.
All right.
Now-
No worries.
Help my friend.
Sorry, just before he does that, how hard do you think this actually is? Like, can you get an idea DC wise how hard it is without
It's just you might not get as far because you're.
okay. All right. No worries.
Yeah. It's not about.
No
Not about.
worries.
Now, Elric,
Yeah.
you were holding an action to haul when you feel some it go tight. I'm okay with you either you've just now gone tight. That triggers this. You could, but I'm open to if you wanted to either haul in or even lower them down a certain amount.
Well, he's climbing on the rope.
Yeah.
Okay, I can. Yeah, I can lower them down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can use your action to effectively do that again, so that he would go, or they would both go another 30 foot down. If you wanted to do something that's a bit more tricky, like let it go and let go of it and then grab it again, try to get them all the way down. You might get rope burns,
No, I think I'll be as steady as possible.
Okay.
Just kind of,
all right,
as best as I can, just kind of keep lowering it down.
Okay. So, Felwyn, you are now, and that would be your action to lower them. So, let's see. So, what I'm saying is you're doing it carefully and going hand over hand rather than.
I'm not going to try to unless I roll on that one or something, I can't hold on to it.
Then you'd lose it, and a cannonball would hit Morwen. Minotaur sized.
No, I'm just going to keep hand over hand.
Okay, so that means Felwyn and Gungo, Master Blaster is now 60 foot down, and Felwyn, at least you can see a unconscious sea elf floating in the water face down, and she's being embraced by this creature of shadow. Gungo, do you have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
You see blackness.
Mm-hmm.
Morwen, you need to do a death saving throw, I believe.
Yes.
Ooh.
Not 20.
Okay.
Success.
Nice.
Good.
Hang in there, Murray.
Okay.
We're coming, Fish Lady! We're coming, Fish Lady!
Important question. Is she in the water belly up?
She's face down. Why's that?
Because she's a
Belly
fish.
up.
She should be belly up.
Fish.
That's how we tell if she's a fish or not.
Oh, yeah. After 2 days, she'll be belly up.
Yeah.
I have a fish tank, and that's the way it works.
Yeah, after they stop producing gases in their swim bladder.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you. We've got 0 failed death saving throws, and 1 pass one. So there's your 2 tokens for fails and thingos on your actual token.
Get to me before it hits me again.
That's Morwen. Nair, what do you want to do?
Neither will panic it for a second, then grab some random rock at his feet and cast light on it.
Okay.
And then put it over the well and just yell out, "Catch if you can!" and drop it.
Okay. Now Gungo's hands are completely used for the rope. Felwyn, you've got probably you're hanging onto his horns like riding a Harley. Ape hangers maybe, because you're little. But you could try and catch the rock if you wanted to.
What would I be using? Acrobatics or?
You could just roll to hit, but use your dexterity.
Okay.
We'll assume this uses your reaction to try and do that.
7.
Okay, Butterfingers, it slips through and goes blink and blops down into the water, and then blip 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 goes 10 feet down, and you hear this horrible hissing from below as the creature of shadow absolutely hates this light that's down here.
So it's in the water, but it's still glowing enough that we can see a bit now.
Oh yeah, it lights up all the well, and you now see Morwen as a sort of silhouette. She's now this dark shape, floating, and you can see this shadowy, translucent creature.
If it matters, it's 20 feet of bright light and another 20 feet of dim.
Oh yeah. The creature of shadow is sitting there fully in bright light.
Thank you, Nair. He doesn't like that.
Okay, Nair, anything else? That was a...
just one more question. Now that there's a light at the bottom,
Yep.
Can I see the creature?
Yes, you can.
Okay. That's it. That's
Okay.
the end of my turn.
All right. We then move to Felwyn.
Okay, how much, how far away am I from the creature now?
You are 40 feet. Oh, no, you are 30 feet. 6 and 9.
Okay,
6 and 9.
Do I have a clear line of sight, line of attack on the creature?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pull a piece of last night's dinner out of my pocket that I kept.
Okay.
To cast. Oh, jeez.
Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Brew.
Oh, nice.
I missed. It looks like.
It's a
I take the
DC.
attack.
Yeah, it's not an attack roll. It's a DC
Make
13
dex
saving throw, and the creature at the bottom fails.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Bit of acid.
Awesome. So, yeah. So that did 2 acid damage this time. But it has acid on him now.
Okay. So we'll do a bit more next time as well. Is that the
Yeah.
the deal?
Let's put it in. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, he can wash the acid off himself, but is he out of the... Yeah.
Wow. So you can concentrate that, he'll keep taking that.
A stream. So it's actually a jet. You've a stream of acid emanates from you in a line. 30.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dex saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration until a creature uses action to scrape or wash the acid off of itself or another creature. So this might be a little bit different given it's in water right now, but at least it's taken this first.
Yeah, but it's got to... So he's got to move and wash it off.
Yep.
He'll have to actually physically move and do that.
Yes. Elric.
You're on 2 ones for damage.
Yeah, but only 2 damage,
Oh.
unfortunately.
I think I'll just honestly, I don't know much I could do, so I guess I'll hold action until they want me to start pulling. So I'll say to Nair, let me know when it's time to start pulling, and then when he does, I'll start pulling.
Okay.
Keep lowering us. So we can
Yeah, I'm keep
going.
lowering.
Okay. I've put a little square onto the. This can be our pit, and there's Gungo with Felwyn on top, and there's Morwen.
So yeah, I'm going to keep lowering then.
Okay.
I didn't realize they weren't halfway down yet. So
Okay. So you lower them. Whoops. Let's see. So you lower them, and Gungo, you are now right at the water's surface, and there's this shadow right there. Occupying the same space really as Morwen. That's why I've just put them side by side in the bottom of the pit.
So like, as in like I'm right next to it in melee, or
Yes.
oh, as can like he shout up, slow down to
Yep. Yeah. Sure.
yeah.
You can
Just-
you can shout out a quick comment so that Elric knows to stop.
yeah to stop.
can
that,
I
like, 10 or
can I hold onto the rope and like could get a little closer so I can look down into the well while I'm lowering?
Yeah, definitely. You can, instead of lowering hand over hand, you just slowly walk towards the well.
Just kind of walk towards it and look down so I can see. Okay. All right. I'm just curious, how far down is the water line?
It goes beyond your dark vision.
Okay.
But
it's lit up.
Lit up now.
Oh, yeah, that's
so.
true. It's about 100 feet.
Okay.
It's a 100-foot well with 10 feet of water in it, so probably 90 once you factor in the bottom. Okay, so Elric, that's your action, is to do the lowering. The reaching arm reaches up and attacks you, Gungo. It's no
Like, so, I was trying to get held up out of its reach when I shouted up to Elric to stop.
Okay, well, if you manage that, it's just going to. It seems to just move up the well, and
It's gonna get us anyway.
and attacks you,
Okay. That's that.
hitting plus 19.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
doing 6 damage.
All right. Yeah, is that coming through my token? No, it's not. All right.
Yeah, you need to manually change your tokens. Damage.
Yeah, done that.
Okay, and it drains your strength 4 strength lower than what it was.
4 lower.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
We'll just have to take that into account for the damage and
That's
to hit rolls
13.
and stuff.
That's it's -2 on what I am. Yeah.
Okay. However, that's it done, and it's now your turn.
Okay, so can he attack it? Or...
Oh, hang on, sorry, bear with me for a sec. I forgot Nair's bright light. It misses you. It had to roll with disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yeah. So
Good work.
it's hissing and recoiling, but it's sort of cornered at the bottom of this well, and it's flying up to try and attack you, but it misses.
Okay, so can Gungo attack him then?
Yeah. Yes, you are hanging onto the rope with both hands. If you want to try and hang on with one, you could, or use your horns.
Well, no, I'm happy to kind of do. But so, what would he have to do if he wants to hang on with one? Because he just wants to attack with one hand.
Yeah. So that would just be using a one-handed weapon. That's all.
Yep. Okay, he'll do that. So he's going to attack with his rapier.
Okay. This is very Errol Flynn like. Hang on to a rope with a rapier.
This is his stick.
Okay.
Okay, so here it comes. Rapier. Now, hang on. So, he doesn't get advantage or anything. He just gets. He'll get a sneak attack on it if he hits. Come on, where's my? That's a miss.
Okay. Yes, it's a miss.
But what he'll do as a bonus action, he'll use his hammering horns.
Okay.
He'll try to push it
Okay.
out the way. So it's going to make a DC 13 strength save.
DC 13 strength save.
Yep.
It fails.
Okay, so I'll push it 10 feet away.
Yep. Okay.
Push it I just push it with his horns up the shaft and then climb down to the. We don't know how deep the water is at the bottom, do we? I'll just push it back down. Yep, that'll do.
Okay, so this
Is it,
shoving horns
does that mean I
because
get attack of opportunity?
it's below you, so I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Oh, well, I'll push it down then.
Yeah, so you'll be pushing it underwater. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Let's have a look.
Actually into the light. Yeah, into the light. Yep, absolutely.
Do I get attack of opportunity then?
No, it's not voluntary movement.
No.
Which is a good thing for you guys if you get hauled up.
Yeah, see that.
Yeah. Okay. So how far down does that push it? 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So it's now 5 feet away from you. Just remembering or just noticing now that you can see it that while it was covered in acid, it was in water, and it sort of doesn't have to do much when it was its turn to wash that off.
Okay.
I know normally it's an action, but it was already
Yeah, already did.
in water.
No worries.
But you have damaged. Oh no, you missed it, didn't you? Yeah.
I missed it, but I knocked it away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool. Morwen, we need another save.
Could have stabilized me, guys.
Sorry. Hang on. I'm just looking at my. I actually made it just a damage roll. I didn't actually make a hit roll by the look of it.
Let's have a look. Where are you?
I think I just rolled for damage. Is all I did.
Yep.
So hey, let me just make the hit.
Yeah. Okay.
So 19. Look at
Okay.
that.
All right. So you hit with your
So I did-
you hit with your rapier.
Yep. Did 9 damage then.
Okay.
That's better. And then I knocked it away.
Okay. So your rapier sort of stabs into it, and you thrust, and while it does recoil from that, it doesn't seem to be taking as much damage.
All right. Okay.
But it's having some effect, but not quite as much as you would
Excellent.
expect if it was if it was a corporeal thing. Death saving throw comes up, and you guys see the water cloud up with as Morwen's blood and bubbles start leaking out of her gills.
Hold on, fish lady.
Can't. All right. Nair, where are you? Up the top. You can see what's going on. What do you want to do? For you, Nair, the creature has now got decent cover with a Minotaur between you and it.
No, that's okay, because what I'm thinking is Nair's gonna like perch over the parapet. It's not parapet, but over the wall of the well.
Yep.
Kind of putting his head deep down as far as he can before tilting over.
Okay.
And just yell out, "There, hit it over there!" And I'll cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Which,
is it a saving throw or it's a hit roll or?
yeah, it's the hit roll, but it says I don't have to even see the creature, so I don't know how that works.
Okay, if you don't have to see it, then
Wow.
I'll put it on the.
yeah, just do in the chat.
If it works, because it keeps refusing to.
I can quickly call it up.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know why. It's just whatever I click, it doesn't even roll the dice anymore.
Yeah, right.
Okay, here we go. A flash of light streaks toward the creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target on a hit. Against the target before the end of your next turn. Okay, so it's still going to get cover. But you can roll to hit.
Okay. If I can get it to work.
It's not disadvantage. It's just got a higher arm class than normal.
No, I'll roll in
You can just roll a d20.
Yeah. That's 12 plus 5, so 17.
Okay, you hit it.
Okay, so that's 46 damage, and next attack against it has advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
How much damage?
Ooh, 20.
Okay, so this
Three rolls.
Radiant damage.
Radiant damage. This thing is bathed in radiant light, and it hisses and thrashes, and then slam dances against the sides, and blinks out and fades into non-existence.
Okay. He will look rather surprised at his hand that shut out the magic.
Can't believe Morwen missed it.
I think you got it.
Awesome. And like, since I'm on top of Jungo, can I cast Cure Wounds on Lauren and try stabilizing her?
Yes, you can.
It's a touch spell, though. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But you two, are,
Yeah, but I'm on top of.
You're
him,
sitting on his
so-
shoulder. You're pretty much occupying the same space.
So it's like
Okay.
7.
Morwen, you regain consciousness as Felwyn.
Maury,
But like,
are you okay? Oh my god.
Morwen's just gonna like look absolutely fucking horrified from this like ring situation that's just happened. She's just like, is it gone?
Yeah, got the Nair guy zapped him with a giant lightning bolt. It was awesome.
Wait,
He saved us all.
Elric.
are you kidding me? I missed this.
Okay, yeah. It's not Gango's turn.
I'll notice the tension kind of just separates a little bit, and I'll just call down. Is it dead?
Yep, it's gone now.
Oh, good.
Did anyone
Get the
see
ring
the
and let's
ring?
get out of there.
So they would just slack over and.
Are you
put his
kidding me?
back-
Fuck this lady's ring.
No, we gotta get the ring now.
Oh, you're there.
Oh, you climb up. I'll have a look.
Meanwhile, they will just slack over and like put a hand over his heart and just feel the beating.
Yeah. All right. So Elric, you eventually haul Felwyn and Morwen up.
Okay.
Gungo, do you want to do an investigation for me? Or Felwyn, are you getting hauled up, or you staying down there with Gungo?
I'll do an investigation too.
Okay.
Oh no, Gungo's got it.
No, I did intimidation. I got 17. Then I rolled again, and I got 17.
Okay. Well, Phil,
You are very intimidating about this investigation.
Yeah. Get up there. Get up the rope.
I'm going up with Murray.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this little adventure called "All's Well That Ends Well," as Gungo finds a ring jammed between a couple of these bricks, large stone blocks that have fallen down.
And there's like the body as well as some guy there as well.
There's no body.
Okay.
There's a shoe,
Alright.
and it looks like the shoe is wedged beneath. Like whoever might have fallen in here might have got their foot stuck.
Just might grab that as well. Grab the shoe.
Okay. All right. And I assume the others lower the rope down and give Gungo a hoik.
Nope. No.
No.
We're busy making sure Morwen's okay. He's got to climb up.
Yeah.
that tunnel.
The basket. I'll get the house again.
15.
Okay. All right. So you managed to climb up. It's a bit slippery and ungainly, but you can put your back against the one side and you brace it with your feet on the other, and so you sort of shimmy your way up. And finally, come out. And what do you want to do from there?
Oh my god, Morwen is walking straight over to that old lady's house.
Are you a right fish lady?
I am.
Okay.
Am I okay?
Have you got the ring?
Yeah. Hold up.
Give me that fucking ring.
Ah.
And she'll try to snatch it.
Flick it over to her.
She's gonna like storm over to the old lady's house.
Okay.
Well, I need a rest now.
Alaric will follow Morwen.
Okay. All right.
Gungo's just
Try
gonna
to.
put his hand on... Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just... Gungo's gonna put his hand on Nair's shoulder and say, Magic Man, you saved us. Your light spells.
Yes.
Your powers there are amazing. And he'll give him a clap on the shoulder and probably accidentally trying to push him over.
All right.
Oh, sorry. And he'll pick him up.
Yes, I suppose so.
All right.
All right. He just lost it, and that's it.
You see, you hear a yawn from behind you, and look around. You see Cortan, and he's got a beef roll with gravy, and he's saying, "Oh, I slept in."
Gungo will say,
What I missed?
Gungo will say 2 things. 1, don't eat the beef. 2, come and heal our friend here. You have that healing that you could do. Come and heal her.
All right.
I cast prestidigitation on his beef and I make it taste like something very unappetizing.
Okay.
It goes cold and it tastes like poop.
Okay. All right. He sort of
do that.
he takes a mouthful and says, "Oh, this has gone cold," and sort of spits it out.
It tastes rotten.
Okay. And then he claps his hands together and says, "Here you go. I see you've got some injuries, and you get healed back to full."
Yay!
Thanks.
He also
I kind of wanted to keep those so I can like shout at this old lady, but
okay. Oh,
that is fine.
You're still.
I'll just like
Now you have more
reimagine it.
energy.
You've still got some huge eye sockets and sunken sort of features of your face. Your strength is not returned.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shit.
Okay. More when you open the door, and Mother Haggle's there, and she's sitting at her desk, sort of, oh, and she's humming to herself.
Morwen is gonna storm in
Yep.
and slam the ring down on the table and say, "Are you fucking kidding me, old lady? You're telling me you don't know there's a fucking demon in your well? Seriously?"
Oh no, we don't have demons here, but I need a hero. I've been holding out for a hero.
Do I look like I'm fucking lying, Bonnie Tyler? Calm the fuck down.
Yes. They've got to be. They've got to be strong and they've got to be fast.
Gunga's going to go over and say, Mortimer, I hear you can't talk to people like this.
Shut the fuck up, Gunga. It's not the time. She's like really angry.
She says, I see you're upset, child, and I gather you went point down the well. And she says, maybe this will help. And she says, you have my ring, I expect?
I have your ring.
And the talon goes out.
She just looks down at the table where she threw it.
Oh, okay. Or it's down there. So she sort of scoops it up and looks at it, and then pops it down between her cleavage, and then she says, "And here is your reward. I need no longer hold out for a hero. She's here." And she goes shink, and a large sack of gold on the table.
Ooh, how much gold is that?
You would estimate 200.
I think
That makes it better.
Maury, this is what we signed up for.
You know, I feel like my father taught me forgiveness. So, and she'll take the gold. Let me guess, is your cow abducted by a fucking evil demon too?
Well, I don't know about evil demons.
She said gnomes. And
we rarely have trouble with demons here, but
There was one outside your house.
Tell me more.
In the well.
What did you see down the well?
In a fucking creepy shadow thing coming out the water with his hand, and then I was just died.
Okay.
And then I woke up.
You got better.
Did I? Look at me.
And she looks at you and she says, "Come, sit down. Let me look at you." And she starts to mix up some sort of poultice or something.
Morwen will kind of like stubbornly sit there like a 5-year-old on timeout.
Okay.
Like,
yep, you've got your bottom lip and it's firmly out. And she takes the shawl off her shoulders and puts it around you, and then she sort of throws opens a few jars, throws that into a pot, and says, "Here, sip some of this."
She'll kind of give it a sniff.
Okay. It smells a little bit spicy.
In like spicy good way or spicy bad way?
Like medicine. Spicy bad.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, medicine's medicine. She'll.
And she says, "Drink up. You need to drink it all."
Drink it, Maury.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. And she'll take a drink.
Okay. You drink it and have a few sips and feel some of your strength returning. And, you take a larger sip. It's hot water, so you can't drink it. She says, not too fast. Just sip it slowly, let it wash down, and your strength returns.
Thank you.
It's a tea of minor restoration. Lesser restoration.
Tea of restoration.
Okay. Morwen is gonna count she's gonna count out like 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
From the sack.
Yep.
So she'll take her time doing this in the background.
Okay.
She'll give 25 each to the people that came to rescue her, and she'll split the rest of the other 50 between the rest of the dudes in the party
that aren't here.
Yeah, and then she'll just be like, this is a fee for dying. I feel like that's fair. A trauma fee.
So, Cortan says, he says, "We're all undertaking all these quests. Surely we can agree to just split everything equally. I might be the one taking damage, but it's not a damage."
I died.
Nair did, and Gungo did save you, and Felwyn
Exactly. That's why I give half.
Well, I think in the grand scheme of things, as these things happen, each of us will have our opportunity to die and help and save.
Exactly.
I mean, what I mean is that we should keep splitting the rewards evenly because our efforts will eventually even out.
I agree, Mari. We gotta work as a team.
Okay, well, when you guys die as a team, then that's fine. And she'll pocket her ship for now.
Okay, we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up later. Mother Haggle stops humming Bonnie Tyler's "I Need a Hero," and she says, "I think I've found what I've been looking for." So much so, you've been so impressive that maybe if you do return with my cow, you could take the trash out for me. I've got another chore which demands heroes.
Oh, I'm sure it won't. No problem. Oh, but Granny, say, do you have any more of that herbal tea? I think Mr. Gangorondo Baromba Torre Bistiendo might benefit from that too.
No, I didn't get hit in the end. I got missed.
No? Oh.
Yeah, you had disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Because of your light spell, wizard boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at just after 10:30 now, so we're sort of 2.5 hours in, way more than halfway.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we break, grab a coffee,
Yeah.
come back in 10 minutes?
I could use some coffee.
Coffee time.
All right. 10 minutes.
Break.
10 minutes. We'll reconvene. Good work, team. Okay. Let's crack on. Coffee in hand, or for me at least. Almost. Chocolate beside me. So you've just had a bit of an ordeal with just fetching something that fell down the well, but you're pretty cashed up. Morwen is seething but recovering over time. Got a strength all back, and I guess you've retreated back to the tavern or so for some fortifying lunch.
Yeah, spend up now.
Yeah. So what do you do from here? Are you going to rest up or go straight off?
I need a rest.
Yeah.
Do we need to rest? Sorry, does someone need to rest?
Yeah, I got no spell slots left if we're gonna go do
I'm going
something
to
else.
I'm going to take 10 minutes and cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
as a ritual.
Okay.
So I don't have to use my spell slots because I have like 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
So
Well, if
So-
we're about to have a long rest anyway, just
Yeah.
use them off.
No, well, this is just for the so for the afternoon. Everyone's just having a long lunch and recovering. Elric, are you casting this ritual outside? Are you, or what sort of
Yeah.
what sort of animal are you trying to talk to?
cow
Oh, okay. Okay.
when we find it.
Oh, I see. So I think Speak with Animals. You
Oh, it only lasts 10 minutes. Sorry, I got
Yeah.
that confused with the ritual time.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then I'll wait.
Yep. Okay.
How long does it take if I were to cast it as a ritual?
Well, you could try it now. There's
If I-
there's birds and things around. There's other animals you could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other cows?
There are some cows.
Yeah, Mother Haggle's cows. I should go talk to the cows and see if they know of the missing cow and which way it went.
Okay. Yep. You see some cows. There's 2 bulls in a separate paddock, off from all the cows.
Tango's going to go with him.
Okay.
He's going to be going, oh, look at him.
Yeah. Okay.
Morwen will also join because she has proficiency in animal handling, so she likes to
Okay.
go and be around animals.
All right. We've got this grey area with Gungo on the party.
Oh, no, it's just like, yeah. I want it to be great. I want it to be great.
If someone tries to persuade you, is it nature or animal handling?
Yeah. Well, that's like when he starts speaking to the cows. I reckon I'm going to be able to understand it. It's like it must be slightly only different from Minotaur.
Okay. There's in the 2 bulls in the paddock. One's like super buff. Actually, no, they're both super buff. You know, like you see those champion cows, champion bulls from the shows.
Right. Yeah.
What about but who are you? I think Speak with Animals. Do you target a specific animal? Like you'd have to.
Let's see. I think it.
Throw it into the chat. You should be able to just
Sure.
cast it.
Oh. With beasts, it says. I don't think it says necessarily specifically a beast. It just says beasts.
You can give an information, but speak. The knowledge and awareness of the many beasts limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts give you information about. Okay. All right. So two cow. There's some cows over near the fence.
I imagine I would probably talk to them and ask them if they remember the cow.
All right.
I'll say first. I'll say hello, friends. Don't mind my horned friend here. He's no threat to you guys. But we are looking for a missing cow that used to be here. Have you seen her?
Okay. Yeah, one of them. One of them sort of looks at you just slowly, and they all have resting bitch face, and they're just chewing slowly, looking at you, and one of them sort of turns its head, big long eyelashes, and looks over at Gungo, and sort of drops her eyes, and then looks back up, turns back to you, and goes moo. Moo. And being a druid, you understand what this cow is saying to you. and the other one sort of, moo. And but another one sort of chews and sort of looks a little bit disgusted with all this, and turns to you and says, converted into common. Yeah, there's the lone cow. We don't really talk to that one.
No. Has she always been a loner?
We keep saying cow, but it's terribly disconcerting.
Oh, it's a he.
It's a he.
So it's a magical bull we're after.
Magical, I don't understand.
Well, I was saying that to Gunga, sorry.
So the whole conversation up until then was all in bull or cow, wasn't it?
Yes.
So Gunga would have said, "They're talking about me, right?"
Yeah, one of them is, and I'm not going to tell you what she said.
Okay. And but
can you?
Yeah. So he's determined to escape. I don't know why. We get fed daily. It's awesome.
Did he ever say which direction he would go in if he did escape?
He's escaped many times.
Oh.
This is we call him Steve. Every time he comes back, he gets locked up and he throws this ball against the wall.
Oh well. Well, we're going to try to bring him back again.
Okay.
That's probably all I have for them.
Okay, but they say yes. He went east this time.
East. Okay.
East. Yeah. Oh,
so we have a roguish magic bull that we're going to be chasing east from here.
Yes.
That looks like a cow.
Yeah.
Whose name's Steve?
Yeah, Steve the cat. Steve the cow. All right.
I'm not no judgment.
No. No.
Steve.
Did you just try to slap the bull?
The bull takes the form of a cow on Saturday nights. Okay, so where to from? Are you going to take a long rest? You've had your chat with the cows.
We took the long rest at lunch. I think we're good now, right?
Yep.
We did take a long rest.
Take the long rest after that.
Yeah.
And then everyone with their spells.
Yeah.
Did Alaric let us know how the conversation transpired?
Yeah, I basically told. They said that the cow is really a bull, and his name is Steve, and he's quite roguish. He's quite roguish in nature. He likes to escape his pen regularly.
Yeah.
And this time they saw him going east.
Okay.
Sorry, go on, yeah.
I was just gonna say that ball that they said that he's like throwing against a fence. Maybe we can bring it with us.
Yeah, good idea.
We should find that.
Entice him.
Yeah. He said it's where they lock him up, which is probably in a barn close by.
Yeah. Well, we can just ask old lady creepy over there. To let us in.
Mother Haggle.
Let's see if we can find it.
Let's just go look around. Yeah.
Yeah, just break in.
I'm not sure that I think we should bring him back.
He kind of sounds like an asshole. To be
Well,
honest.
maybe he should be running free.
Well, maybe we
Yeah,
should meet
okay.
him and assess the situation.
Agreed.
Okay. Well, first let's ask Mother Haggle
Okay.
if she knows where the ball is, maybe.
Where the what is?
Or she could just the ball, or she can let us into the barn to go look for it.
Bullpen.
Yep.
The ball, like that he was kicking.
Yes. Right.
Or throwing against the wall. You said he was throwing a ball.
Throwing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's. I don't think he's
Sorry.
picking it up with his hands.
No.
Well,
Oops.
sorry, I just think.
He thinks cows have
yeah.
hands. That's how he works.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, they're cow on like both ends.
Thank you, little one.
What's everyone's passive insight? I've got perception up here, but
Nine.
Any-
13.
15.
13.
Okay, so
Mine's 13.
13. Okay, so
Yeah, me too.
that will be Morwen and Elric. Some curious thing that you notice is there's paintings around the wall of the Flaming Nightmare Inn, and like many of these small towns, they're local and they're of different scenes around the place. Often they show the history of the town. You know, you see this is when the tape was cut or the first stone was laid of the Mind Palace, which is one of the buildings to the north, and the founding of the chapel, another one of the buildings, and there's the community arrayed, and there's one that's dated, probably 15 years ago, and it's got Mother Haggle and a few other locals in the picture, and they're all going about their stuff, and the picture, the markings of the black and white spots on this cow are identical to the drawing on the notice board. And look,
What way are they?
this cow, if it is the same cow, has lived much longer than a cow should.
Oh.
Well, it is a magical
Continue
cow.
on.
It's like it,
Now I see why she is calls it a magic cow.
and it's
It could be.
it's like seeing an old
Go ahead.
black and white photo and seeing one of your friends in it, or something like that.
Wow. Well, that's
That's
odd.
weird.
Do you see what I see, Morwen?
Yeah. Does Mother Haggle look younger or the same?
Oh, much the same.
I
same.
have the same passive wisdom too. So I
Well,
see the same.
if anything, it speaks to Mother Huggle's skill in husbandry to keep such a cow healthy for this long.
I very rarely in husbandry is the same spots on the same on the descendants. This is the same cow, and cows don't live this long.
I think that's what
Yeah.
he's saying. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's well, he's a magical cow, so honestly, like, I'm not too weirded out. I don't
she
really
called him a
understand
magical
magic.
cow, but it could be a couple things. It could be a fey creature, a summoned creature.
Yeah, or
Or
a dude
it could
like
be
shape-shifted, like you
yes,
druidy man.
could be a polymorphed, somebody stuck in a form.
Or she's like a creepy, evil witch lady,
What?
and she's transformed a prince in shining armor into a cow that's forced to stay here, and he's trying to run east to be with his family again.
Can I investigate the photo and see if I can see anything else about it?
Yeah, can you roll an investigation for me, Felwyn?
Yeah, I can.
It could be one of my friends from school.
23.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you do notice that Mother Haggle has the same shawl on as what you had seen in the cottage, but it looks freshly knitted, whereas the one that you've seen her is not threadbare, but clearly seen its days. So it sort of matches that maybe she hasn't aged a great deal in 20 years or so, but it matches as far as the aging of the clothing.
Were we told that she is a druid in the previous village? Something like that?
No.
Just some sort of druid circle
Yeah.
or convent or something.
Yeah, I think they said she was a like a herbalist.
A herbalist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know anything about herbalists?
They
can be
they could be anything, but
Yeah.
it's to do with nature magic. But it's not druid. You've got a druid in the party, and that's a bit different.
I mean, I'm an herbalist, but that doesn't mean all druids are herbalists.
Yep. Felwyn, you notice the cleric that is in the picture for the founding of the chapel. It's like a consecration or a shrine for a place of worship, but not for any particular god or religion. So it's like a quiet place of reflection that some workplaces might have. But the symbol that is on the particular head priest, standing out the front, looks like some sort of life and death cycle cleric.
It's creepy.
Well, in any way, I think when we meet that famous Stephen the cow, we can ask him questions with the help of our friend here. Father
Yes.
always says there's no point assuming, because if you assume, you only make, us of you and me.
That's very profound.
Ow, not ass.
Do I
An
recognize
owl.
the symbol?
Wait, I'm confused. I say we find cow.
Okay. You're gonna
Do
you're gonna recover your spells and things. You want a long rest or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now
Do we want to have a look at any of these other places while we're here before we leave?
I would like to
quick prayer.
trading post.
Okay. Well, let's say
Yeah.
you can head over to the trading post and see what's for sale. Where's that? That's Ulrich. And I think, and we'll flip to Nair. You're going to go and check out the chapel.
I'm going to go to the trading post with... Okay.
Okay. And anybody else?
I wanted to examine some of the paintings better, see if I could recognize anyone else that we've seen, like maybe people who were in the bar with us last night and stuff like that on the paintings.
Yep.
And also, separately, wanted to sort of study the paint material on the paintings and see if I can have a wild guess at how long ago it might have been painted. Like, how old does the paint look compared to some of the newer ones and stuff?
Okay. Now I'm getting loads of typing coming through from somewhere. You might need to
Sorry, that's me.
just push to type or something.
No, it's me. It's my boyfriend is playing World of Warcraft next to me. So when I have my push to talk off,
okay,
then
that's fine.
You can hear his clip.
That's fine. Okay.
I was typing as well, so I've got loud clicky keys. So
Right.
I'll keep it muted.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. So I'll just pick it. I'll just go to you first.
Gungo's going to go in there. That's where he'll go.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
Sorry, a quick question about the payment before, because I don't think I noted it correctly. How we're splitting the money? It was 25 for those people who didn't go to well? Or...
We can sort it out later.
I mean, if some of you are going to the trading post, I think...
I took the 25 that she gave me,
25, okay.
and she kept 100 for herself.
Okay. You head into the chapel. Stone walls. It's a small interfaith building, decked out with pews and a lectern at one end. The lectern's off to one side, and there's an altar at the end of where all the pews face, with a statue of a warrior in repose, and it says on a plaque, "St. Hildegard, she loved and lost." And a person in armour comes up to you. She's got a circular metal symbol on a chain of office around her neck. It has a skull with some drops around it. And she's fairly young, and you notice, she's a little bit grubby, so it looks like she's been outdoors, and she's not just staying indoors in her pristine robes and stuff like that. She's got work boots on.
Hello, I hope you don't mind, just popping in for a quick prayer.
Welcome. Yes, my name's Rose.
Welcome. Not welcome. Hi.
Yeah.
No, pleasure to meet
you. What brings you? Are you just new in town, or?
Oh yes, me and this fine people are just passing through, helping the old granny Haggle.
Well, for anyone in any one of Mother Haggle's people, I'm happy to provide any spell services you may need to purchase for a donation. Free. She does the Hare Krishna thing. Want to buy a free book?
I'll be certain to keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay. Well, any curses or healing or anything like that? This is where the adventurers come.
Pray tell, to whose is this? To which deity is this house dedicated?
Oh, you decide. You sit down and pray and reflect and talk to whoever you choose to worship.
I see. Thank you.
Here, for myself, I focus on the circle of life. And
I'm just going to leap over the back of the chair there and just sit there.
Okay. She says.
With his feet up.
She says, "I do know something of your folk. Would you like me to recount a small prayer to Baphomet the Bloody Horned?"
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. She goes over to the lectern, and Nair, what are you going to do? Okay, well, she changed. She just as you watch her, Gungo, her sort of almost as if she's an actor trying to get into character, and what was a sort of young, fit, healthy, strong warrior woman sort of turns angry, and she sort of calls up and with her fingers and says, "Akta kuba for me." It sounds like she's talking Klingon. "Akta kuba for me." And then she smiles at you and says, "Will there be anything else?"
Whoa.
I'm sorry, I only know a few of their Minotaur challenges.
Well, it's just like my mother used to say. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, are the statues over there in the back, are these chapels for particular deities or tombs or markers of any sort?
Yes. In the tomb here, of course, is tombed the beloved St. Hildegard.
St. Hildegard?
Yes. But the statues are more my doing, and there are gods of life and death from many realms.
I see.
There's a statue of an orc with a hood and robe, holding a skull, and she says that one there, for example, is Jurgal, the orcish god of death. And gestured to another sort of human with a shortly cropped beard, full, but just a sharp pointed beard. That's Kelemvor Lionsbane from another world. This over here, the horned, skulled figure is Orcus. But, we don't judge.
Well, I see that, yes. Can they roll religion or something to,
Yeah.
Probably not.
13. Okay. So you recognise Orcus as some sort of demon monster from, stories of, ghost stories, as probably more associated with undead rather than death. Kelemvor, you don't know, a god of death from some other world. Jurgol, not you wouldn't unless you're an orc or had some sort of background with them. But the one on the far side, the one that she didn't mention, is like a god of the circle of life. So people who are about to give birth would give prayers to this god, and so would people who are about to pass on.
Well, Father always says sometimes you need to get lost in order to truly appreciate the proper path.
Yes.
No, anyway, if you don't mind, and
Well,
he'll go step to some corner and do a quick prayer to Morrow.
Okay.
If I pronounce it correctly.
Yep. And you say your prayer tomorrow, and you've I think achieved what you came to do. I guess Korotan would join you in that. He's a paladin of Morrow. And I'll move you back, and we'll go.
That's all I've got.
Okay, we'll go to the trading post.
Yeah.
Now, who is there? Where are we? Is that Elric? Elric and Felwyn, yes?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You approach the trading post, and it's sort of, all you can see on your map there's a roof. It's more like a U shape, so the double doors are sort of inset with two wings projecting. And you can hear lots of yapping and yipping. It sounds like there's, kennels.
Donnie?
You approach, and it looks like at the double doors in the alcove, there's a corpse laid out. There's a sign around her neck.
Yeah.
What's the sign say? I'm gonna read the sign.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh. There we are.
Okay, and the sign says "Lazy-eyed Susan." And there's this little dog-like, or probably dog-sized reptile there, and it looks up at you and goes "Yip," like a chihuahua. It's got arms and legs, and like a robe sort of thing on.
I don't speak mini dog, lizard dog.
You can roll a history. It's not really nature. It's not animals as such. No, Felwyn, you can have you can have a crack too in case.
Yeah.
No. Lizard dogs. So there are lots of yipping and yapping, and you can open the doors though and head in. Let's have a look.
Okay.
Let's and move on in.
Wow.
It's pretty full.
Lots of people.
Yep, and they're all mostly all sort of lizard-like, the same creature, but probably not a youth like the one that was outside. They're still small.
Okay.
Probably about, goblin-sized. A little bit bigger than a gnome. And they seem to be. This is like it looks like a trading post. There's stacks of produce and things lining the shelves. It's not like a store that you just browse around and pull stuff off. And however, it's more like a frontier trading post.
Okay.
And there must be 20 of these. I haven't got enough in here, but there's 20 of these little things chattering to each other. What languages do you talk? Do you speak Elric and Felwyn?
Druidic,
Yeah.
Elvish, and Giant.
Okay.
Yeah. Common, Gnomish, and Goblin.
And Common.
Okay. Yeah, so one of them comes up to you and looks up and says, you want to buy? And gestures.
Maybe.
What did you just?
What do
What do you have?
Well, looking around, you can see there's, food, produce, adventuring gear, rations.
Okay.
There's a bit of armor and weapons.
All right. I am shopping. I'm looking for a net.
Nets.
You have nets.
Beep, beep. And everyone goes scurrying around, and then there's this cry from over in the corner, and they bring out this net.
Nice. Does it look new?
It looks like it's decent quality, good enough to use as a weapon. If that's what you're wanting to use it for. It's not for.
All right.
They've assumed that you want it for catching people, not fish.
No, I want it for catching cows.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I'll buy the net, and I would like another 50 feet of rope, please.
Okay. So you can just cross off the money. Look it up in the PHB. The net and the rope will just be whatever it is, straight out of the player's handbook.
All right. Do you have anything? Oh, go ahead, Felwyn.
Do you have any flowers?
There's some sort of yipping and a bit of confusion and looking around. Not so and then one of them they nod, and there's this yipping to each other, and one of them points up his finger, says, yes, but we'll just get them from the back room.
Thank you.
and it actually takes a while. If you wanted to browse around, you can see that there's nothing. There's not plate mail armor here, but there's a few chain shirts and stuff like that. Shields.
Yeah, I'll peruse while they.
Okay.
Do I see anything that catches my eye that might be interesting, like a magic item or anything?
There's some what looks like a rack of glass vials with different coloured liquids in them.
I'll ask one of them what the potions are.
These are. One of them says magic potions.
Do you know what they do?
It says top shelf healing.
Okay. I would like to purchase a healing potion.
Okay.
How much are they?
I think the healing potions are in the PHB as well, so that would be as whatever it is in there. They're actually in the guide.
And actually out of my price range.
Could be.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
I'll offer them 30 gold for one.
Okay. I just have to go check in the PHB.
They're 50
think they're 50
normally.
gold.
50?
more.
Okay. Can you try persuasion for me?
All right. Ooh, I got a -1 in persuasion.
Oh,
7.
no.
Oof.
They say 50, sorry.
All right.
Maybe if you, come back with more friends, pull your money.
I'm going to remember Marwin keeping the lion's share
Yeah.
of the money, but I'm not going to say anything right now.
Okay.
But I'm going to suggest to her that she buys a healing potion
Okay.
passively.
There is also another under that top shelf. There's another one that looks like it's full of glowing orange and yellow light. And so this one, 100.
Oh,
But you can,
charge a lot for your magic items.
oh no, this is you can breathe fire.
Whoa. Fire breathing potion.
Do you also have any ball bearings?
Yes, they have ball bearings, and you can buy them for the PHB price. Yep.
That's the cows.
Well, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I need to go make some more gold and come back and spend money here.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, you guys head out then, and
How much were my flowers?
sorry, yeah, they come back with your flowers. 3 silver pieces,
Thank you.
bluebells, and some yellow daffodils.
I'm going to cast prestidigitation on so they smell extra nice.
Okay. Give them a boost.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And anybody else wanting to do anything before you head off on your cow hunt?
Yeah, I with the previous religion check, or maybe I can make a new one. Could I also try to recognize the medallion on the priestess neck? The one with the skull and the tears.
The one that did the Minotaur prayer?
Yeah.
She has the same symbol as the Orcish symbol of the 4 statues. Jurgle.
Okay.
Okay, Morwen, I think you were doing something else off to the side as well. Was there anything particular, or?
Morwen was, still looking at the paintings and, all the stuff I said about trying to recognize anyone
That's right.
from the bar
Okay.
or that kind of stuff.
Okay, do you want to do an investigation for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
9.
Okay. All right, so
Yeah.
nothing turns up, unfortunately, but the rest of the party come in and join you after a time, and you while away the final part of the afternoon sharing your investigations from the chapel and the trading post. And
I give Maury some flowers, saying, "Get better, Maury.
okay.
You really scared me."
Yeah.
Morwen kind of, like, she's still kind of angry.
Yes.
But she's like, she like kind of gives Felwyn like a rigid hug in more of a like, I'm still annoyed but I love you kind of hug. Like, thank you. They're really nice flowers. And she'll kind of sheepishly like sink to the back of the pack for a while. You guys can like tell, like, really obviously, like, she's really fucking traumatized at the moment.
Yes. Okay. I don't. I guess you're gonna pay for another night. It'll be 10 gold for another. I assume you're not partying it up this time. We're gonna do the same again.
Yeah, 10 gold.
Two gold each, right?
Yep.
It was that?
Yep.
Yeah, easy.
Okay, so everyone.
So we're taking another long rest.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm going to use my 2 spell slots then to
Okay.
create some good berries before I go to bed.
Okay. All right. So do some good berries.
Do I have a little stash?
Yeah. Okay. And you're very close to the woods. You can go out and find some fresh berries to cast your good berries on, or even you could cast it on what comes out in the platter. They're good enough and fresh enough.
All right.
Haley, did you make one berry? Did you?
No, I just cast it. I just pressed the button, so it's
I see.
10 berries.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Are you supposed to roll, or is it? Can I say I just made 10 berries from each cast?
Let's assume that you made 10 now because there's fresh berries available, but it's actually something you have to find the ingredients because it needs to be fresh. And normally you're eating beef jerky.
So I'd ask the kitchen for some fresh berries, and whatever they brought me, let's just say I made 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
And they're good for 24 hours, so hopefully we don't rest too long.
Okay. Well, you're only going to be resting for 12, and then you'll have the day, so they'll be available to you for the next day.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. You've crossed off your 2 gold. You have another fine meal. Not so much of a party time. You know that it's actually not a party doing these adventures, for doing these little quests for Mother Haggle. And you wake up and you can go up a level to 2nd level.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
That's a big leap for a druid.
yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, same for an artificer. I get to imbue items now.
Ah, right.
I think I'm going to multi-class. I'm going to go a barbarian level.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
So just for everyone else, Gungo from the start was a piratical barbarian. So, we don't normally just do, I'll dip 1 level so I can get shield and then another 1 level for Eldritch Blast and then go up to something else. He's a true multi-class in the sense of the word.
I'm going to keep it both, both together.
Yeah.
Sort of,
Okay, so everyone can level up. I'm just looking at it. It's 11:30, and it wasn't too long ago since we got back from our break. But you've finished some investigations and ready to bust out from the town. You memorize your spells, level up, prepare whatever abilities that you want to do, and after breakfast the next day, head out, following west. East. I keep doing that. The other west. Heading east, and soon enough you do find what is a clear. It's hard for a cow to not leave a trail through dense, twisted thickets, and so you can pretty easily follow this. And after probably about 3 hours or so, you can hear in the distance of what sounds like a distressed cow. And
Oh boy.
yeah, and approaching, you come to the thicket's clear, and there's probably a stand of trees, pretty decent sized trees, and one of them, they're all pretty big, maybe 50 feet apart or so. So the canopies of each is quite large. You're starting to get into the deeper woods rather than that dense, thickety stuff at the edge. And you're looking around, and the cow's not there. The trail's gone.
Cow was just here. I heard it.
Can I do an investigation?
Yeah, can you roll an investigation for me?
Hang on, I gotta get back to my thingy. You carried the sheet?
Yeah.
Can I roll one too?
Yeah. When it's a party thing, it's either two people can roll, or one person could just give the other person advantage at one or the other.
21.
Okay, we've got a 21 in any case. So, Felwyn, you start looking around. You can clearly see where this cow's tracks stopped. There's even a few hoof prints in the dense moss.
It pays to be close to the ground.
Yeah, it does.
I don't have to over.
And you see a little bit of, and it's close to a trunk of one of these trees, and you see a few drips of blood. And in a sort of, you cast your mind back to, the Predator movies and see a bit of a stream of blood up the side of the tree. And then you think, oh, and you look up, and this tree is, some trees usually, traditionally, big trunk, lots of branches spouting out, and then the main trunk continues up. Every now and then they go some sort of freakish, or they break off and branch out from a point. It looks like at some point, a long time ago, because it's pretty dense, this tree has snapped in half, and then two shoots halfway up the tree have branched out. But those two shoots are now, 4 feet across each themselves already, and stuck in this V is a cow, probably about 60 feet up, and it's looking down at you, and you hear it, and so it's there that you seem, it's the pattern of black spots is matching the picture from the trading post and the Mother Haggle's notice board. But it seems somehow this cow has gotten stuck up a tree.
I will cast Speak with Animals again.
Okay.
And I'll use a spell slot so I can speak with them right away.
Okay.
Then I'm going to ask them, what happened?
Okay. Now, it still has the intellect of the tree, and it just says, I could smell the herbs, and I was following the smell, and I tripped, cursed in cow, and then appeared up this tree before I hit the ground from tripping.
Does it look like it was a net?
No, you can't.
Or a trap?
Tyke didn't. Felwyn didn't find any sign of traps or ropes or anything like that.
No.
Where does the blood seem to be coming from?
It looks like the cow where the blood is directly below where the cow is, so it might have a couple of cuts and things on it. It's not like a big.
Is this the cow we're looking for? I mean, does the markings match what we were?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Okay.
Well, Gungo's going to say, well, I've done this before, and he's going to start climbing up the tree to this cow.
Okay. All right. You'll have to do an athletic. Are you wearing metal armor?
No, he's taking his armor off.
Okay.
He's just wearing pants.
Is
now.
that just for everyone else? Is that for everyone else's benefit, or just to make the climbing easier?
Oh no, just because he doesn't need armor anymore now. He's a barbarian. He can use his unarmored defense.
Oh,
so
I see. Okay. No need
he's
for
gonna
armor.
walk around. Nah, just his clothes.
Okay.
So
All right.
he's gonna have a crack climb up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. Can I cast guidance on him?
Yeah, you can cast guidance. That'll work for the first part of the climbing check. So you can dash, which will give you a 30-foot climb. Can you do an athletics with guidance?
Okay, so it's a D4, isn't it? So I'll roll that roll 20. 15.
Okay. So you get halfway to the cow.
All right.
Do
Keep climbing.
Yep. This one without the guidance. The next one.
All right. 18.
Okay. You get up to the cow. And it looks at you. It watches you. You're now sort of hanging off the thing, and you've sort of swung around your leg onto one of the smaller branches coming off. I say smaller, probably a foot diameter. What about
hello, dear.
I'll just find out from Nair and Morwen as well. What are you guys doing in the meantime? Or how is your?
Well, Morwen is still kind of spooked, so she would like to try and stealth and just scout around a little bit.
Okay.
Just in the see if there's any other footprints or anything she can find off in the ground and the forest around, and
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
in case he just wasn't put up there
Yeah.
by himself. You
Okay.
know?
And what about you, Nair? Oh, you're muted, by the way. We'll move back to you, Gungo. We'll come back to Nair in a minute.
All right.
I was muted. So yeah, he's gonna step away, just a few paces away, at the edges of everyone's hearing or something like that. Still not exactly understanding what happened the other day with the magic destroying the thing in the well. So he's doing the Tobey Maguire thing in the first Spider-Man movie when he was trying to figure out how to make the web shoot out, doing different gestures.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. And for you, I'm just looking up what spell to take for the second level. So
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Just finishing the level up. Okay, and Morwen, do you want to do an investigation for me? I'll come back to you now.
Yeah, sure. She also wants to do this stealthily, and
Okay, roll a stealth as well so that you can stalk.
okay, yeah, 17 for stealth.
Okay.
In what situation would you use survival check?
Oh, you can roll survival. That's fine for you to use
Yeah,
that here.
okay, awesome. Well, never mind, 10.
Okay. No.
Better than my investigation.
Yeah, even with a 10, some easy things that would pass. So you're pretty confident that there's not some major disruption from, you haven't seen a squad of orcs move through. It probably would only be a 10 to find that. So there's, that it's pretty much untarnished natural woodland.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
And she would also like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
See if there's any magic generally within 30 feet of her as she's walking around
Okay.
for the next 10 minutes.
Can you roll, what's your range of your detect magic?
30 feet centered on her
Okay.
for 10 minutes.
Okay. All right.
So she'll pretty much cover like the whole place
Yeah, okay.
while she's walking around for 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So while that's happening, Gungo, back to the treetop.
Okay. He's just gonna say, "Okay, sweetheart, let's get you down." And he's gonna get at his rope, and try and tie it around this cow.
Okay.
So, yeah, do you have to do anything for that at all, or he can sling it around there? If he can do that, he'll just lower it, try to start lowering her down. Him down, sorry, it's him, isn't it? Steve, that's right.
Steve.
You join me here, Steve. I'm going to put you on this rope, Steve. I'm going to lower you down, okay?
It's okay, Steve.
I'll relay his words in cow to Steve, so Steve understands.
Okay. All right, so you relay to Steve not to fret. Can you roll a nature check for me, Gungo?
Oh gosh, here we go. All right. A big 7 there.
Okay. All right, so where are you tying this rope? Around?
Like around, like twice around, like in between his
Armpits.
front shoulders. Yep, and leg pits.
Leg pits and armpits. And then where is the rope going?
I'm just going to hold it and lower it down.
Okay. And what's your carrying capacity?
Gosh, where's that say?
Can you deadlift a cow?
I don't know. I've done it with my sister before.
No.
Steady on.
No, a cow is a absolute compliment in Minotaur. So.
I know. Yeah, so I think, based on your strength, there's encumbrance. If you look on encumbrance, that would be...
Yeah, just trying to work it out. It doesn't say how much I can take there. I can't see, obviously. It just says how much I've got carried at the moment.
Okay. What's your maximum...
But I mean, effectively, he would have stripped everything off. He would have dropped everything.
Yeah, sure.
Apart from a couple of weapons or something,
Okay.
maybe,
All right.
I guess I can climb up there and help him.
Can you? It might be too late, or he might be coming down to you. We'll see. Can you add to your character sheet £2,500 and see if you're over?
Oh, is it that big? Is it? Okay. Well, okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to.
It's a cow.
2,500 pounds. I'm not going to be able to lift
No,
2,500
but you can drag. I think even though it's not you can be encumbered, and still.
Okay, so let's.
And remember, Minotaurs count as one size larger for their carrying capacity.
Okay, all right. So, gosh, how do I do that then? How do I add 2,500 pounds? I guess gold. Would gold work? What if I? Hey, maybe if I just add a custom item. Custom item. What's its weight?
You probably could just add gold. I think it's 100 gold for a pound.
Weight override. Here we go. 2,500. What if it doesn't work? Add
do
item.
custom. You can do a custom item and
Yeah,
add the weight.
call it cow.
Well, I've got a custom item. It says I'm over carrying capacity.
Yeah, okay.
Oh well, I mean, I haven't taken everything else off, but I assume I would be with 2,500 pounds.
Yeah, let me just do a quick check. I'll probably...
We're gonna kill this cow. It's gonna fall.
Which cow are you talking about?
You said it's 60 feet up, right?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Boy.
All right, here we go. Lifting, carrying, push, drag, lift. So, what's 30 times your strength?
30 times my strength would be 510.
Okay. All right, so you start to lower this cow down, and you feel like the weight of it is going to pull you out of the tree.
All right. How much do I weigh? Yeah.
You're holding. You're holding it. You can try to hold it.
Yep. Can he climb down the other side of the branch?
Yeah.
So like he's got the rope, but it's like if it goes down, he'll go up, and if he goes down, he can put. Do you know what I mean? It's like try and climb down like that.
Okay.
So stay there, Bessie. And climb down.
Can you crawl in athletics for me?
Sure. 22.
All right. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So you sort of launch off the other end, or you've got your feet braced on the side of the tree, sort of
braced,
kind of holding it,
taking it,
and you've done this for a round, but it's not. It's higher than you can. It's like trying to hold back a truck or something like that. You've done it for a round. Eventually, either the rope's going to pull through your hands, and you'll drop, and the cow will drop. You can try to either lower yourself down as far as you can, over that one round that you're trying to hold it, or lower the cow down.
Yeah, lower the cow down.
Okay. All right. So we're in a similar thing with this than we did with the pit. So you sort of brace it and you go, oh, bloody hell, and you sort of wrap it around yourself and lower this cow down a little bit. It's going to... Does anybody else want to do anything they can see from the bottom that this cow's starting to lower down?
Oh, I don't know if I could do it fast enough, but I have that net, and if I can hang it, stretch it out far enough, maybe it would break the fall.
Okay. All right. So if you'll need someone else to hold that if you do the old fighter trick and make.
Yeah, let me just call everybody around, grab this net, and let's hold it up high enough so maybe we can break the fall of this thing.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Can you roll another athletics check, please? The DC goes up the longer you do this. It's because it's actually beyond what you can carry. Oh, okay. You lower it again. Okay, you lower the cow another 30 feet and gently cradle it down into the ground.
Nice.
There you go, Steve.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you're...
All right, Steve.
The cow is actually anchoring you now, Gungo, and you can climb, rappel down, bouncing off the side like an abseiler, and with advantage because you have a rope.
I just roll it twice. I think that's the easiest way.
Okay.
17.
17's enough, and you rappel down, and Steve is rescued.
Haha. There we go, Steve.
Okay.
Slap him on the ass.
Okay. All right. Well,
No, Steve.
it looks around at you and stamps its foot. Doesn't really recognise what's just happened, but you've now got a cow.
A magic cow.
All right, Steve, you're back on the ground. How do you feel? Ready to head back home?
It sort of looks over its shoulder and says herbs.
What kind of herbs is it like that it's going after?
You can't smell anything, but it can.
Okay. Can it tell me, or can you just tell me what it looks like?
It likes these white flowered plants.
Does Steve have a substance abuse problem?
Yeah, it's like a catnip for cows. Like catnip for cows.
Yeah.
Catnip
for cows.
And
can I go gather some herbs for him and bring it with me so that he has some?
Felwyn and Morwen, you both would recognise this catnip for cows. It's something that gnomes commonly use in their salads.
Oh, I start picking some then.
Okay, well, you can't see any around. It's east.
Oh.
It's east.
He wants to go and get some.
Okay. So you let Steve lead you to the place, and you go for probably quite a while. Another few hours into the woods. It's a little bit easier going. There's tree roots and things, but not so much thickets. And you eventually hear this. Where are you going? I challenge you. In the name of the folk of the twisted thickets. And you look up and there's a gnome, but this is, how you talk about elves, high elves and wild elves. Wild elves have got covered in mud and twigs and shit in their hair. Well, this is a wild gnome.
Wild gnome.
Yeah.
Hey, Felwyn, it's another kid like you.
Oh, yeah.
Making friends, Gungo. Felwyn.
We missed Morwen's detecting magic.
Yes, the detect magic. Oh, did I miss? Hang on. Whoop, sorry. Morwen, detect magic. You noticed a faint, very faint residue of transmutation magic at the point where the cow's tracks disappeared, And
So not translocation, like transmutation.
transmutation. And when Steve finally comes down, the cow is radiating strong magic.
Yeah. Any particular school or just
The
magic?
transmutation.
Necromancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he like some sort of evil wizard?
Charm. No.
Like fey magic?
It's transmutation. Yep. Same as what you detected where the footprints vanished. And yeah, so transmutation, strong transmutation magic.
Hmm.
And yeah, but that was the extent of it. And should we go back to the wild gnomes? We're at 11:56. Maybe we'll finish there, and we can pick up with the encounter.
At the wild gnome.
Yeah, with the wild gnome village, wild gnome community. Ewoks, reskinned Ewoks. Okay. All right. Well, we'll close out here. Thank you very much, everyone. Big
thank you.
4-hour
Thank you.
thing so far, so pretty good. And
That was
Very fun.
yep, and hopefully next week we'll maybe have our resident radiant paladin with us, and we'll kick off from there with the gnomes.
I might not be here on the 4th
Okay,
of Feb.
okay, that's our next.
I might make it. I have some stuff to do
Okay,
that day.
okay.
But I might be able to join for like the start and then have to leave like halfway
Yep.
through.
Yep, where is he? So if we can make it, then fantastic. If not, that's okay too. All right,
Next game is on the 4th.
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah, it will be. Yep. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys. Thanks,
Give it
everyone.
again.
Bye.
Cheers.
That's fun. Fun as always. Cheers.
See ya.
Next time.